T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys. Good evening, lovely people. It is Friday, the 17th of December. If you joined us for the preview to seen us earlier, welcome back to those who joined us. If you didn't join us on the preview, good evening and welcome to the show. I hope you're all well.
Indeed.
A week, just over a week until Christmas Day.
Wow, yeah, bro. Wow. What's today? 17th, innit? So 17th, Christmas, obviously, next Saturday, innit? Next Saturday, bro.
Coming around
8
quick.
days, bro. 8 days.
Coming around quick. Matt, how you doing, bro?
Not too bad, man. Looking forward to Christmas, though. You know what I mean? I think we all need a nice little Merry Christmas. It's been another tough year. Who would have thought this as well? Because obviously 2020 was rough, but 2021 for some people probably been rough as well. So, you know, so everyone's having a blessed year, and hopefully we can end the year with a bang. Trust.
Literally, hopefully. Yeah, I couldn't have said it any better myself, Matt. Not hopefully, we should have something nice coming out for you guys on Christmas Day as well.
Yeah, all right, trust me. You're the best.
We got something special plan for you guys. But we've got the Friday show, people. So you know what that is? That's you guys get to come on for 2 minutes and you can either say exactly what you want, you can ask us a question, you can have 2 minutes to rant or just big up something or just say whatever you want. The 2 minutes is all yours. As always, what we'll do is start the 2 minutes the moment you guys come on. If we interrupt you while you guys are speaking or asking questions, then we will pause your time. But we're trying to get as many people on and be as fair to everyone as possible. So it will be 2 minutes, guys, and we'll have a timer on the screen for you to see as well. We have got two topics we want to speak about alongside looking at the rivals as well. So what we will do is we will start by having a look at the rivals. But firstly, got a shout out to the big ones themselves, FansBet, the people that sponsor this show. So shout out to FansBet.
Trust me. And if you don't know about FansBet, you should know already, people, because we teamed up with FansBet, the fans' leading sports betting company committed to supporting charities and causes which are important to fans. And do check them out by clicking on the link below and claim your exclusive bet 10, get £30 plus 10 free spins welcome offer, people. And UK mobile restrictions only. Terms and restrictions apply. Full details are on the site. 18 plus, and please do gamble responsibly and visit begamble.org for more info. And do check out FansBet responsible gambling tools. And if you don't know already, people, you've seen me on there, you've seen Kall on there, you've seen Drift on there. We'll always be on FansBet. They are the one, the only sponsor that we really do appreciate, and we thankfully are partnered up with them. So make sure you check them out, people.
And as always, let's go. So, Matt, quite a few postponements, but we've still got a couple of games we can chop up.
Yeah, there's a few, man. There's a few.
Obviously, unfortunate that there are postponements, but it is what it is. So, the first game I'm going to ask you about, Matt, is Leeds United versus Arsenal.
Leeds are in the mud. I can't even lie, bro. Unless Rafinha has the day of his life. I kind of feel like Leeds aren't really going to win a game. And that's because they've got injuries as well. Like your Patrick Bamford, who came back for one game, scored a goal, injured himself in a celebration.
Yeah, that's
I'm a
mad.
Bob, who's at home? Leeds?
Leeds are at home, yes.
I'm going to say Arsenal win this one, you know? I think Arsenal might take it 2-1. I know they've got no Aubameyang. He's doing the most with Arsenal. He's back and forth with them, but
No, apparently, just on Aubameyang, he's training by himself.
Yeah, he's training by himself, bro.
That's
Yeah.
They're mad.
They're kind of not forcing him out, but they're really setting an example with him.
I'm not being funny, but the front three of Aubameyang, Lacazette, and Pepe is meant to be better than Salah, Mane, Firmino, bro.
Supposedly,
that front three is done out.
Yeah, no, that front three's done. That front three's done. But you know
John
what
W. Henry said, I don't know what they're smoking over there at the Emirates.
But imagine that, Cal. We're saying this front three's done, yeah, and it kind of is. But Leeds are worse. They're worse, bro. Like, I have to be real. I'm going with an Arsenal win here. I'm going Arsenal 2-1. I think Arsenal will beat them, you know.
I think Arsenal win this 3-0.
Just them ones there, yeah.
I don't see them getting a chance at all. It's just, as you said, if Rafinha don't turn up, then they've got nothing. And even if he turns up, he's one man.
One guy, bro. One guy can't do everything. Do you know what I mean? He really can't. But
one man.
He's got 7 goals for them, though. He's doing very, very well.
He's the only one who's really doing anything. And you think about players like Dallas as well, for example. Last season, he chipped him with goals and assists.
Yeah, Stuart Dallas.
He ain't been doing that this season. Calvin Phillips is out injured
for them.
Calvin Phillips is injured now.
Calvin Phillips
big loss.
It is.
You'd arguably say Messi, their goalkeeper, and Rafinha have been their 2 best players.
100%. And maybe even, I know KG might even say Llorente. I know he's one of their centre-backs that they normally can be relied upon, but I don't know if he's had his injury problems as well. I know they got Harrison. Is it Jack Harrison? He's pretty decent, but Rafinha's been consistent for them. He really has been, and their goalkeeper, I think, what's his name? Messi. I can't remember.
Messier,
that's it. Messier. Yeah, he's been good for them, but I didn't see an Arsenal winner, bro. Arsenal.
Yeah. What about you, Drift? Leeds and Arsenal at Ellen Road.
Yeah, I don't even mean to be a Debbie Downer for KG. Big up KG. Leeds are getting relegated. I genuinely don't see how they don't get relegated. If they're this bad with Rafinha playing, God forbid anything happens to him, how do they get out of the mud? And I'm not even just saying that because they just got beat 7-0. I've been thinking and worrying about Leeds for a little while. Leeds are in the mud. Like, I've never seen a team who look so unlikely to win a game. Other than Norwich. You know, like when you go into a game, and I mean, to be fair, maybe Newcastle do go in that bracket this season a little bit as well, but when you watch them, they're not crap as in like, you look at them and you just think, oh my God, look how poor that team is, like how you do with a Norwich. But there's no point during the game where you feel like Leeds are capable of doing anything to get themselves out of the problem that they're in. And I think Leeds are getting relegated. I genuinely, like, if you told me right now who will get relegated without knowing any transfers from the window, I would say Norwich, Newcastle, and Leeds. It could change in January. Form could change. Things could pick up. But if you told me to pick the 3 going down right now, I'll say Norwich, Newcastle, and Leeds.
I can't disagree with you. Newcastle
4-0 Arsenal.
Go 4.
Yeah, they're gonna pump them.
Extra bit injury. You did not need to add that extra bit.
Sorry, Leeds.
KG's watching this somewhere with his head in a pillow firmly, bro. Yeah, I went 3-0 Arsenal, but I do feel it. I do feel it a little bit for Leeds. I hope Bielsa don't get sacked for them. I know a few people will be like, he should be on his way out, but I can't even see them investing in January or anything that could potentially get them out of this situation. If they sell Rafinha in January and try and cash in on and then buy other players, you're weakening the squad to try and strengthen it, and there's no guarantees there. Gelhardt, he may potentially help, but it's looking very, very bad for Leeds at the moment. All right, Next game then drift. A couple of postponements, so we can't speak about the Man United game. Can't speak about the Leicester game either. Speaking of another relegation rival and a team we've just beaten, Newcastle versus Manchester City. How many? I'm not even going to ask who wins this. How many?
7 again.
Oh, 7.
City have got no mercy. They're not going to be like us where we'll just like cruise the game and just play it out and see how it goes, just making sure we get the W. City put their foot on your neck and just
7 though.
Yeah. 6 or 7. They're going to annihilate Newcastle.
You're going to say something else just then. Drifty, look at you censoring yourself because you're on camera. You love to see it. So bad, they're gonna annihilate them.
It ain't good. It's not gonna be pretty.
No, it won't be.
It's not gonna be pretty. Somewhere between 5 and 7-0. It's not gonna be pretty.
I'm going 4-0 again. I think Newcastle are going to sit very, very deep for a long time. Once the floodgates open, they'll open. But I reckon it'll be 4-0. I don't even see Newcastle getting a goal in this game. If I'm going to be honest.
Oh no.
Wolves versus Chelsea. A couple of Chelsea fans are starting to get a little bit.
Plus, say Max isn't going to play in that game. He came off injured.
No, he'll play.
Boy.
Chelsea, Wolverhampton Wanderers versus, I mean, a couple of Chelsea fans are starting to complain about injuries and say they're not too happy. But, we had that last season. Certain man said just deal with it still. So I'm gonna say keep that same energy still.
That's what I'm saying, bro. How do you like it now?
Yeah,
like
you not spend a lot of money over the years, so you should have a squad. So
that's what I'm saying, man. How can you complain when your team's worth 500 million? Like
you said that you got the best depth in the league, so man wants to see it.
Innit? Throw your Tims in the air, mate.
Richie said Tuchel revealed today. Richie's a Chelsea fan, by the way. So big up Richie, who watches our stuff and always joins in the chat. Tuchel revealed today that Lukaku, Werner, Hudson-Odoi, Jorginho, Robben, and Chilwell all out for Wolves. Kante and Kopish might be back in time. All right, Lukaku.
They do have a lot of injury issues.
Oh, get soft, Richie.
No. I'm not being soft. I'm saying they do have a lot of injury issues, so that does have to be taken into account. But because they told us to shut our mouth, I don't give a damn. Do you know what I mean? I don't give a damn. But they do have a lot of injuries.
Let's speak about this then. So Lukaku and Werner are their strikers. You still have Havertz who can play there. Callum Hudson-Odoi, you still got Pulisic.
Havertz might have the virus, you know.
From this hair, Richie's not put him in there, so I'm still claiming Havertz. Okay. Callum Hudson-Odoi, you still got Ziyech, Pulisic. Who else they got? I feel like they've got someone else as well.
The model in midfield.
No, Ruben's injured on this list as well.
Oh yeah.
So you got Pulisic. No, by the way, I'm not saying Pulisic should start as a 9. I'm saying Havertz can start as a 9. Pulisic and Ziyech on the wing still. Jorginho and Robben. I think you'll get Kante and Kovacic back. You can still play Mount up there as well. You've also got Saul, who you brought in on loan. You've got Alonso at left back instead of Chilwell as well.
And you shouldn't have let Gilmore and Gallagher go out if you have midfield problems. And
Livramento and who else have they let? Giroud.
But they sold Giroud, didn't it? It wasn't
yeah. I mean, you know.
Oh no, I don't feel it.
We had to play a season pretty much with Reece Williams at centre back last season. We had no senior centre backs last season for majority of it. Henderson picked up a bad injury. Milner picked up injuries. Trent picked up injuries.
Fabinho played centre back and then got injured himself.
Then got injured. Thiago assaulted. Virgil out. Allison had injuries.
Oh yeah, they let Tomori go.
Aye, imagine that. I can't. I'm looking everywhere in my soul right now to find.
Oh yeah, they let Tammy go as well. They let our bagger man go. They thought they were about it.
I'm searching so deep in my soul to find sympathy, but you know what answer I keep on getting back from my soul? There's none here. Tell them to move them blood clog.
Yeah, and what happened to Tactical Tommy? I thought this brother was a world class. Ain't no stopping us now. I mean, I still think Chelsea are capable of winning the league, but I just want to. I told everyone to calm down on the Tuchel's the best manager in the world and all that crap. But you know.
So that being said, I still have Chelsea to beat Wolves though. I think it'll be a 1-0 though. Wolves are very good defensively under Bruno.
Richie's asking us to stop cooking them still. Look, I know Chelsea are going to pull a win out here when they shouldn't. Like how when they beat, who was it they beat that we, remember they beat Brentford and we didn't beat Brentford and they grinded that win out. And then they beat Leeds, they grinded that out even though they didn't really deserve the penalty, I don't think. I think that game should have finished 2-2, but they got that. So they are capable of grinding them out. So I think you're right. I think they'll win, but it will be by a 1-goal margin. So I'm either going to go 2-1 or 1-0. You're right. I'm going to go 2-1 just because I think with Wolves being at home, they may get a goal and Jimenez is back because it's just a 1-game suspension. So maybe Wolves might be able to get a... Do you know what? I would actually rescue Jimenez. I know he does love Wolves, and it might be difficult to get them to let him go. But in January, if you do need a forward, I think Jimenez is the type of guy you can bring in and he'll do bits at a bigger club.
What team do you think he could go to? That a team that would actually want him though?
I think he'd do well at Arsenal. I think he'd do well at Liverpool. I think he'd do well at Tottenham.
But would those clubs want him? Because we wouldn't want Jimenez, I don't think. Man City wouldn't want him.
Oh, Bob, he'd do brilliant for City as well. I forgot about City. Bob Jimenez is a baller, you know.
No, I do rate him, but I just don't think he'd be the first option for any of those.
No, I know he wouldn't be the first option. But what I mean is, if for some reason they had to have him, I think he'd do extremely well at all of those clubs. I think Man United are the only team who don't need him because they've got Ronaldo and Cavani.
I'll be honest. I think Chelsea could do with Jimenez.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, obviously they just spent all that money on Lukaku, but yeah, Jimenez is probably a bit better built for the type of game they play than Lukaku actually is.
If I'm Chelsea, I sell Werner while he's still got some sort of a reputation, and I bring in Jimenez and have him and Lukaku battle for that front spot.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think Jimenez is great, and you know what? I think he's actually done really well to come back from the injury. And kind of seen himself. I know a year out will mean you don't have much with him, but he still banged a few goals. Yeah. He still has some good performances. I think he's a brilliant player. I really like him. I'm not going to lie.
Apparently, Cavani's on his way to Barcelona.
How can Barcelona afford his wages? Unless he's going to take
Aguero's had to retire, innit?
Yeah,
they're not paying Aguero's wage, which is very sad the way he's had to retire.
Yeah,
fantastic career, though. So big up Sergio, man.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, we're going for a Chelsea win there. Obviously, we've spoken about our game in the preview show that we did. I think that might be all the fixtures. That is all the fixtures because of the postponement. Jeez, man. This league, eh? This league.
It's mad, isn't it?
Crazy indeed. All right, 2 talking topics before we open up the phone lines, Drift. So the first of which, one of the questions I have is, based on that, should all football be postponed? And if so, for how long?
I reckon 3 weeks. Give everybody a chance to get over it, get okay, get tested, have a week's training. Yeah, I'll say 3 weeks.
Cool. Sorry, Football Gossiper is just saying that apparently they want Barcelona want Aubameyang as first choice and Cavani second choice.
Aubameyang's on even more money, so I don't know how they do that.
Yeah, Aubameyang just wants to get out of Arsenal.
He shouldn't have signed.
Sign the ting.
He got caught up in all that social media hype, I guess.
Yeah. It is what it is.
You live and you learn. You know what? He has, no disrespect to him, because he has been a world-class striker for about 65, 70% of his career. But if I'm being completely honest with you, I lost all respect for him when he signed for Arsenal. And that's not being shady to Arsenal. That's just, if you're 31 and you've never won anything in your career, bar just one FA Cup.
He was at 31 when they signed him.
He was, bro.
Not 31.
Bro, ain't he 32 now? I swear he was 31 when he signed. Aubameyang's old, you know.
If he's 32, bro, he couldn't have signed when he was 31. Are you talking about signing extension or?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant first.
Oh, no. It was about 28, 29 when he signed him. Yo, sorry. Yeah, I'm talking about the extension. Yeah. When he signed the extension. And if you're 31 years old and you've only won 2 cups, but you're a world-class player in terms of your goal-scoring talent, I remember I said at the time, I'm not being shady. He's got no ambition. He just wants a paycheck. Because I get loyalty, I do. But at 31 years old, you have to think about, is there a couple more years left where you might want to try and achieve a bit more? So when you hang your glove, your boots up, you go, yeah, man, at least the level I was as a player, I was able to have a couple trophies to back that up. And it's the reason why Harry Kane wants to move. And the fact that Aubameyang knew that he pretty much wasn't really ever going to win anything at Arsenal, but still signed it, that was a lack of ambition. It really, really was. So I lost respect for him on that one. Do you know what I mean? I get the loyalty, but I don't think it was loyalty. I just think it was just comfortability and just like lack of ambition. So,
Drifty, the tapes are showing that you're speaking facts once again. Can't disagree with you, bro. I'm not that I was shocked, but I was thinking, how is he signing this contract when there are still other teams in the league better than them? They weren't in Europe. It was just like, or they were in Europa. It was just like, come on, man, what is going on here? But hey, you live and you learn, and he is learning now. He is learning.
You know, that's a good point. Son, I was very surprised Son signed a new deal. I actually was. I was very surprised. I think the only difference is Son is 28. So again, I was really shocked, but maybe he's thinking there will be one more contract I'll get to sign. Whereas Aubameyang knows this is his absolute last one. Do you get what I mean? But I was surprised that Son stayed. I was shocked.
Shout out to Kevin and all the guys at LFC Day Trippers. Kev says London life is attractive. Now, do we take it for granted because we live in London and have lived in London our whole life? But I'm going to be real with you. If I'm a footballer and I have the chance to sign for most teams, which Aubameyang could have at that time, I mean, if you want to stay in London, Chelsea, you could have gone Chelsea. You could have... Is it just me, or are we taking it for granted because we live in London? But I don't think that's a big pull as people think anymore.
You know what? I like living in London because I don't know any better. I think London is a bit of a hype. I do. I think London is a bit of a hype. The older I've gotten, the more I've realized London is like it's a young man's hype. I think when you get a little bit older, you realize that the hustle and the bustle of London is a bit overrated. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just complacent and taking it for granted for real, like you said. Like London's the type of place where it's always busy and it's always something going on, which is fun. But at the same time, it's just crowded. It's always muggy and humid. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, when I was a teenager and that, I used to adore living in London. But the older I get, the more I'm like, yeah, if I got to leave London, I got to leave London, man. I ain't going to really miss it. So I don't know. Maybe it is a pull. I don't know. City boys, I guess.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I do, obviously, I've grown up in London. I do love London. But I don't know. I just think there's other places he could have gone to. He could have even gone to PSG at that time. Like Paris is I've been Paris, been fortunate enough to go to Paris. Paris is beautiful.
Paris is better than London, looks wise.
Um,
Don't know
Yeah.
about the nightlife and all that because he might be a bit of a party boy, isn't it?
yeah, doing up Travis Scott hairstyles and all that, you might be right. Still,
I'm not gonna lie. And I don't mean to be stereotypical or judgmental, but anyone who has a gold Lamborghini is a party boy. Like, we gotta be real. Gold is a really mad color to have
it's
as a
out there.
Lamborghini.
It
Like,
is really. It
he's
says a
very,
lot
he-
about
he-
his
he's very
personality, though.
flamboyant though. He's a
Yeah,
very
that's
flamboyant.
the
Yeah,
perfect word I would say. Flamboyant. Yeah.
But at the same time, I'll be real with you. If someone's coming to London because they're interested in the party life, then I don't think they're necessarily right for your club. Like, if you're there and you're like, yeah, I really want to sign you, and then he goes, "What's the party life here, Mr. Gaffer?" I'd be like, "Party life pretty good
Aubameyang-
everywhere apart from here, big man. Move
He,
out."
he turns up late for training and that, he's captain, bro.
Do you know he's- do you
apparently
know what?
he turns up late for training a lot, apparently.
You know how he was saying he's flamboyant? He strikes me as someone who's very eccentric as well, you know.
Yeah, he is.
He's one of them brothers there. And
Yeah.
that's not a bad thing. That's just
No,
him, innit? That's just
Yeah.
who he is. So
Just to clear up, I'm not saying people can't party, Tope. I'm just saying if you're moving to a place because of the nightlife and you're a professional athlete, I think you've got to reconsider your priorities personally.
yeah, because in any job there's obviously bonuses in that, but the main reason why you go to work, regardless of what it is, you're going to work, and obviously the other aspects that are around your work. If it's cool for you to do those things, then cool. But you can't just basically just go to work. It's like basically
It's like one of us trying to get a 9 to 5, but we're basically scouring the area to see what pubs and stuff are there
Yeah,
for lunch,
and all
for
that.
lunch and all
You know what I
that.
mean? You can't be doing that.
No, come on, man.
you gotta think about that afterwards.
I
it
mean,
might
no,
be
actually,
based on-
Actually, I do think that we should be doing that. But you know what that would be for? A 9 to 5 is kind of that type of job where you need that when I finish work, I've got to go and get a drink. Footballers don't need that. Do you get what I
That's
mean? Because
true,
a 9
but
to
would
5
you
job
base
is
your
a
decision on that, though?
stressful job.
You'd have based your decision on that, though.
You wouldn't base your decision on it, though, would you?
I wouldn't base my decision on it,
But
but I
you'd look.
definitely would. I would definitely need to know in case, though.
I hear you.
Like, case
Yeah.
in point, like, we both worked in the same place in the, up London, Matt, yeah? And
Mhm.
it was kind of cool that within walking distance, there was 3 or 4 places that
yeah,
after work, we could all just be like, yo, that
But
was a long day. Can't we grab a
Saying
drink?
that, the same place where we work. Remember before they moved? Well, remember I moved to another place where it's in the middle of nowhere. When I say nowhere.
And then that was when you realize that you do kind of need, because what you got to remember again is food. Where
Yeah,
you work, you
it
need
didn't make
food. And
me-
maybe
no, but
these
I
guys
didn't-
like eating and taking their
But I
wives out
didn't
and
leave the
stuff.
job, though.
Restaurants.
That's what I'm
Maybe
gonna
we are
say.
being a bit disingenuous and thinking about party life. Like Ozil likes to take his wife to restaurants and stuff. Maybe it's more than just raving, innit? Maybe like there's so many cool restaurants in London. You can eat
I hear
anywhere
that.
you want. It's always open 24 hours. Up in the West End, most restaurants are open till 2, 3, 4 in the
thing is,
morning,
I
whatever.
get what you're
So there's
saying.
probably a lot of that. Do you know what I mean? Their wives want to
You would
go
stick it
shopping.
out, though, I
You got
reckon.
Harrods, you got Harvey Nicks, you got Selfridges. Like,
I'm gonna be real though, Jiff. With that sort of money, can you not just do it online? Can you not take a day trip?
nah, bruv, I'm not gonna lie. Their missus want to come into Harrods and it's shut down, and for an hour they've got a personal shopper. They want the experience, bro. They don't want that online life, bro. That's
They
for us.
can
That's
still do it, though.
can
It's
still
it's
do
just
that, bro.
more
It's
effort.
a
When
train
it's
journey, bro.
more effort to do that, but it's not impossible.
I'm not being funny. They could afford to get an Uber from Scotland down to London and back up for the day, bruv.
no,
They ain't
that's
gonna
a long journey, you know, bro.
bruv, you can get plane. They could afford a plane journey,
Facts.
Yeah, but they
Fact.
might as well go Paris if they're gonna do a shopping trip with a plane journey,
you
bro.
see it? You see it? They could go anywhere.
They can get
Drift.
private plane.
The money's long, Drift. They can go wherever they want, bro.
I'm
but
just
no,
saying, maybe it is a lot to do with the wives. I remember Torres apparently went to Chelsea because his wife wanted to live in London. I think
How'd
the
that
wives
work out?
really play a major part
No, they
in
do.
in these
How'd that work out?
in
For
these
some,
guys' moves.
no, they do for some,
How'd
man. They
that
do for
work
some,
out
man.
for
I think.
Huh?
How'd that work out?
Yeah.
There we go.
Mascherano apparently was using the
Wait,
excuse of his missus why he wanted to go Barcelona.
Tope says Cal
Look at
moving like
this one.
soonest.
Someone said Callum Soonerson, you know. You're not doing me dirty, man. I'm not as bad as Graham, man. Allow me.
Nah, you gotta live, but I just think we just don't base it on
Yeah, don't
like
base it on the wrong things. 'Cause you come
yeah,
into
just don't
situations
make
like
it the
this.
be or end all.
So is Aubameyang going to stay in London now? Where's he going to go? Chelsea ain't taking
True.
him.
No, do you know who'll go abroad?
Charlton.
Do you know? You know where I think he's gonna go? He'll go Milan. Do you know where he'll go Milan?
For the shopping.
Restaurants, nightlife, shopping.
Bro, can Milan afford that? His man, they can't afford him, bro.
No. They'll I say,
And he'd end up getting punched up by Ibra. If he does that foolishness round Ibra will punch him up.
Yeah.
Bro, he probably will, but I could just see that type
He'll
of.
grab him
he'll
by
go
his
there.
Travis brew boy, and he'll just.
Bro, think about it, yeah. Where else is he gonna go? Realistically, though, man ain't got nowhere else, bro.
They just grabbing him by the fake hair, man. That'd be rough.
One
I'm
of
not
them
gonna lie.
exotic places, man. I can see that's where Uber's gonna go. Or America,
God.
maybe. Someone
Man
said
called him
America, yeah,
Uber,
maybe.
you know.
Yeah, man. He's an Uber.
Well,
fan.
now man's the cab, yeah.
Yeah, he travel. He's gonna travel a lot. He'll end up being a traveler, in my opinion.
I don't think he'll go anywhere because no one can afford him.
He's gonna have to drop his wages drift.
But he's 33. He's not dropping shit.
I don't know how long he's got left on that contract.
He will be doing up Gareth Bale's umbrella, feet up in the stadium
He will
before
try.
he moves and gets half the money with his last.
Oh, 100%.
Contract,
He will try. He will try. But I don't know how long he's got left on that contract, bro. If he's got like a year
and a half
left, year and a half.
He's got a year and a half,
bro.
yeah.
So when it comes to summertime, how much has he got left in a year?
He's got 1 year left, and he will milk that year, bro, and walk away for free and get a signing on fee somewhere else and make even more
money.
money.
What? You're right.
Arsenal
he will
ain't
do that.
getting
He
rid
will
of him.
milk that
Arsenal are
375.
not getting rid of him, bro. I'm telling
He'll
you.
milk it. He will milk it. You're right.
He'll be doing it all. He'll just be up in the stands, doing bare Twitter posts, making jokes about how they're not doing well. Bro, he's not going anywhere, bro. He's going to milk. The only team I could see taking him and not being bothered about paying his wages is PSG. That's the only team that I can think maybe they might think.
He could go there and replace a Cardi.
Yeah, and I'm not going to lie, he'd probably destroy the French league because he's still a good player. Do you get what I mean?
He's a good finisher.
Yeah, well, a good finisher then, yeah. But imagine PSG with Aubameyang on the bench or whatever. Well,
think about it. They're losing Mbappe at the end of the season, so you could go Neymar, Aubameyang, and Messi.
Yeah.
No work rate though. No work rate at all.
Yeah, but there's no work rate now anyway. So
believe it or not, Mbappe will work a little bit harder than the other two. A little bit. Messi walks around the pitch. Neymar.
Just on a real quick side note, is Trent one of the best in the world? Is he out of that equation still?
What?
Top 10? Is he top 10 in the world?
Trent, did you say?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about top 10 if we're talking about all positions on the pitch.
Yeah, I mean, I have to really think of the list.
Okay, no problem. Just asking. I
wonder why he's asking though. That's kind of random.
No, just opening a little can of worms. I'll shut it back now.
That's kind of random.
No, just asking.
It's kind of mad still because he didn't have that same energy when it's international breaking. Mbappe was doing up numbers, but we moved.
No, I mean, I just asking for a friend, brother. You know,
is Mbappe top 10 in the world, Carl?
I still stick with what I said before.
He's not top 10 in the world, yeah.
In my opinion, no.
Cool.
But you know, I think Trent is, but you know, he's doing up Premier.
Mbappe is not top 10 in the world, yeah. Let's get that on tape.
I mean, not in my opinion, no.
Okay.
In my opinion, my humble. You know me, humble guy. Just he's up there.
Top 10 in the world, you know.
Top 15, definitely. You know, it is what it is. You know, differences of opinions and that. Just thought I crack open.
No, of course. Listen, we respect everyone's opinion on this show. Hence, when you came up with the Ronaldinho statement, we respect.
Oh, that's low, brother.
We respect it. We moved
I'm
on.
not gonna lie, that was a low blow.
We respect everything on this show. I've had howlers.
Low, brother.
We always respect everyone's opinion.
Low, Matt, bro. You didn't need to go there.
Do you know what that was like? Remember that Kevin Hart joke when he was like, everyone's round, and then the wife just randomly goes, "Yeah, well, that wasn't what you were saying when you was licking my ass." It's like, whoa.
Pause.
Oh, Matt, you went low there, bro.
I wasn't even low, fam. I just reminded everyone's valid. Listen, I've had howlers. People remind me.
Now you brought basically. I'm here trying to turn my life around, and you just shouted out in church. Yeah, but Callum, aren't you the brother that robbed the shop a couple years ago and did jail time? And now everyone's just looking at me like, oh, bro.
Listen, all I'm saying is I don't burn my receipts. I don't know if you man do, but just saying.
I don't. I remember you saying a bag of stuff about Naby and that.
Yeah, I've heard you say I heard a bag of stuff about is it Neymar as well? And we know about.
Oh, the Neymar stuff, I stick with. Like, there's no shame in my game.
Yeah, I know you stick by that.
Yeah. Don't worry, man. I got receipts too.
Ronaldinho, though, that's a big one still.
I got receipts too, Matt.
All I'm gonna say is
the Neymar stuff's gonna come and burn you one day. Still, it is. But yeah.
I'm still waiting
for that day
to come and burn me.
Neymar's
Still waiting. I'm still waiting.
Neymar's only going to be appreciated when he's not playing anymore.
Facts. One of the best players, if not one of the best players of his generation.
Neymar's only going to be appreciated when he's not playing. He's going to go like I'm trying to think of like a sports, like a Scottie Pippen or someone where like people knew he was good, but they just didn't appreciate him until you're looking at it later down the line and you're like, bro, that guy was just levels, isn't it?
He's Neymar crazy, man.
Fair enough. Just thought I'd ask, add a little bit.
I thought I'd ask as well.
I thought I'd add a bit of spice to the show, and then Matt just went and tipped in bare salt and that, and now the food's unedible.
No, but if we're gonna season it, we got to season it properly. Though. You can't leave out the all-purpose.
No, bro, you just left it out, and the meat's gone bad now, bro. You know.
No, I just put in a bit of all-purpose, but apparently I put in too much.
No, you put in way too much. It's hella salty now, bro. I remember this, Matt. You know, I've got receipts as well, Matt.
Of course, I've got plenty. I'm
gonna come back with it, Matt.
Bruv, whenever you're ready. Jordan Henderson. I mean, what's that drift? Sorry, let's move. I've got receipts, but I think I've got receipts.
Right. You remember when we were wearing the black kit last season in the Villa game? Remember what you said?
Yeah. What did I say? What did I say?
We're never going to lose a game in this kit. We got packed in 7-2 in that game, but we moved.
What? You want to do that?
We're going low, Matt. We're going to go low.
You want to do that? The Villa thing.
That's
what I don't get why you. I don't get why. Yeah,
he wants to bring the fan base down to bring himself up. He wants to be packed by Villa 7-2. That's your guy. Let's go.
You're such a politician.
It's cool though. It's cool.
AA says Newcastle 2, Man City 0. Remember this on Sunday. If Newcastle don't win, I'll donate 100 mil on Sunday. On Sunday, I think he means.
Hold on.
$100.
Hold on. AA is telling us right now that he's going to donate us $100 if Newcastle don't beat Man City.
He's giving us the preview of what's going to happen.
No, what I'm going to say from now, AA, you're a G, bro. Thank you for the donation because you will definitely be making that donation.
We're going to be that harsh.
You are 100% making that donation. There is not a chance in hell that Newcastle keep a clean sheet against Man City. Not a chance in hell.
If Newcastle win 2-0, then I'm going to suspect that you're part of the mafia still.
Fact.
I'm going to suspect it. I'm not going to call it out on show, but I'm going to suspect you.
By the way, I like the fact that Cal's manifestation of the 100 mil because maybe AA might come back and be like, do you know what? I'll give you 100 mil for real. Like, I feel like this is going to happen.
I'm going to be real. With all due respect to AA, if he predicts a Newcastle score right and then donates 100 mil, we can't take dirty money. Like,
I speak for yourself, big man. I'm taking that run into Mexico, bro.
He's definitely doing that road on a high scale if he's predicting and donating money like that.
Facts.
Z says it was Everton's C team last night against Chelsea. I've not even seen the highlights.
Bro, they played some unknown kids that I don't even know about, and one of the kids scored, bro.
You say, man.
I'm not gonna lie though, they got packed in. If you watch the game, I don't know how Everton got out of there.
I agree with you. I don't know how they even
all over them, but it was mad.
You're saying Agent Rafa, yeah?
He pulled off a miracle 1-1. I can't even lie. It was a beautiful finish as well, to be honest.
Rafa, bro. Froggy says, "Yo, Drifty, Salah is 42 goal assists away from your boy Iron Robben. Salah has played 214 games less. What you saying? Love you, Kopish boys, so much."
What I will say is we don't just talk about statistics if we're going to do the whole GOAT thing. And you know what? There's a possibility that maybe Mo could actually, like, when it's all said and done, be considered a better right winger than Robben. Like, I have no qualms in understanding that's a big possibility. But as it stands for me right now, Messi and then Robben are the two best right wingers of all time.
I can see why you say that. I can see why. I also feel like as well, it's hard to judge when someone hasn't finished writing their story. I think you can only say it when it's all said and done. But I'll be honest with you, if Salah's trajectory continues like this.
And the other thing I will say as well, Matt, is football has changed so much that the majority of Robben's career, he wasn't asked to go and get the goals the way wing forwards are now. So it's a little bit unfair to do that goal thing as well with the stats, because it's not really how. Do you get what I mean? Like, I'm not saying they didn't get goals, but that wasn't that wasn't the reason they were playing. Whereas now with a lot of wing forwards, the whole goal is just solely you're supposed to kind of technically be the striker in it and whatnot. So, but look,
that's true.
By the time Salah's career ends, if he's above Robben, then I'm all good with it. But for me, at the moment, it's Messi, then Robben as the best right wingers of all time. Things can change, you know what I mean?
Fair enough. Rahil says Arsenal doing Aubameyang like they did Ozil, make him seem like the bad guy and the main problem just to push him out to swerve the wages, possibly. I think that would be really... The Ozil thing was very different. Aubameyang's not helping himself at all. Man,
political of Ozil as well, isn't it? Remember the political stuff of Ozil?
Very. Ozil got them dirty, in my opinion, by Arsenal.
He did. But you're right, though. I do think there's a bit of truth in that, potentially, because let's be real. Just because someone is a bit...
Though, Matt.
I know. But do you want to know something? There was a bit of...
He's still got disciplinary problems. And he's your captain.
Yeah, I know. I hear that. What it is, Cal, if you're a bit different from everyone else and maybe you are a bit eccentric and whatnot and you don't fit the... it's going to sound silly, I'm contradicting, but the model, so to speak, as like how we perceive a captain to be, like a Jordan Henderson, like that he's that kind of perfect captain. Like he looks the part, he does everything right, he does the charity stuff, he does everything, but you got a different guy that takes a different approach. Let's not sleep on the fact of...
He's the coolest captain in the world, remember?
I know, he did say that. He did actually. I don't know, man. That would be like one of you lot coming home and then you just come in the door and you're like, what's going on, family? I'm the coolest dad in the world and I'm home. Everyone would look at you like, shut up, man.
My brother and my mum would probably double team you, punch you out.
They give you the 3D or something, innit? The 3D.
So who does he think he is? Some superstar, yeah? Corner
the 3D for the table, fam. The 3D will be waiting as soon as you open the door. Your brother will just line you up, and then your mom 3D through the table.
My nephew probably will get involved, bro. You say he's getting big now. He's probably like, yeah, it's weighing uncle, bro.
It is kind of mad of Uber, but I do think though sometimes remember though we know this as well. If the club want to put a narrative out there about a player, they can do that, and it's hard for the player to kind of recover from that. And I'm not trying to say Uber doesn't take responsibility, but I do think there's a little bit in that though. Maybe they've wanted him out for a little while, Cal, and maybe some of it is disciplinary. And what it is, they're exaggerating some of the things that's happening. I'm just saying we don't know.
I beg you call him Uber, bro, because every time you say Uber, I think you're going out.
Oh, Uber. Might just call him Uber, fam. Uber. You're not getting an Uber. You're not getting an Uber from me. It's an Uber.
I don't get the whole situation at Arsenal, to be honest. And I'm going to be very, very happy I get to watch it.
That is dark, Drifty.
Remember when?
Come on, but you can't hide.
Do you want to know something? Drifty. Before he signed the contract, if I'm not mistaken, we were loosely even linked with him as well.
No, I would have took him.
No, Drifty was linking him with us.
I know. You spoiled my receipt. I was getting onto that.
No, you know there's no shame in my game. I would have took him.
Fam,
I would have 100% took Aubameyang.
He would have got dash out like Saka.
No. He wouldn't be doing this at Liverpool.
No, we got to stop this.
He'll be getting him James Milner slaps. Van Dijk would be having him up. He would not be acting
he
this way.
He would have done what he wanted because he can't.
No, guys. This is the type of situation.
Liverpool's not boot camp, fam. They can't change his life.
This is the type of situation where you get the kid who's playing up because their parents are separating and they can get away with it. When you've got both your mum and dad together and the house is stable, you don't get away with that foolishness. Aubameyang would not be getting away with this or even trying to be like this at Liverpool.
He would do the same thing.
Arsenal's going through a divorce right now. It's mad over there, blood. The world is like, it's not normal in their world. So he's able to do all this stupidness.
So why is he the only one acting up?
Liverpool.
Why is he? And he's the captain.
I don't even think he is the only one acting up, but maybe he's the one who's the most fed up or whatever. I don't know.
Drift. But I'm just being honest. He may not have done the same amount at Liverpool, but I still feel like he would have done certain things and we would have heard about it. And I think he would have been dealt with. And I think he might have got a dash out. That's just my opinion.
I mean, maybe, but 4 years at Arsenal and the first 3 years were fine. I think it's more the Arsenal just all over.
Because he was aiming for the bag and then he got the bag and then what happened?
Yeah, there's no one checking on him when he sneaks out the window.
He's comfortable.
You know what I mean? He's acting up. He's attention seeking. You know what it's like.
I'm gonna be real. At the time you wanted him drift, I'd have taken him. But I disagree, Matt. He ain't doing this at Liverpool. There's too many people above him who ain't gonna take that nonsense. Like who? All right, be honest, Matt. Aubameyang steps out of line. Who's disciplining him?
Say it again, sorry.
If Aubameyang steps out of line, who's disciplining him? Because Arteta can't turn around and say, "Do this," because Aubameyang will be like, "Yeah, we're nothing. You ain't that guy, bro. Shut up." Who else saying anything to him in that squad?
I think that's a bit disingenuous because even though Arteta doesn't have the clout, no, but hear me out.
What clout?
It's not. Hear me out. It's not about the clout. If you've got the manager as your title, you still got to show him respect, regardless of how you feel about him. No, I'm sure we've all had managers. Hear me out.
Ask Steve Bruce if that.
Hear me out. I'm sure we've all had managers where you look at them and go, "This guy here, man, what is it?" But at the same time, you still got to show because they're the manager, innit? And I'm not trying to say Aubameyang necessarily wouldn't or would do something at Liverpool. I just feel like it's a bit disingenuous to be like, because of Liverpool, that no player would just ever act up. I mean, Balotelli, I know he kind of still done his thing,
that was
but
the old Liverpool.
No, but who was his? Well, actually, no, it's Rodgers. But
plus, he didn't actually really do anything in terms of stupidness while he was there.
Nah, fam, he did. I heard some stuff he did, fam.
You gotta stop this.
What rumors?
No, it wasn't rumors, brother. It was confirmed, brother. You gotta stop doing this. True.
All right, look.
All right,
we were different back then as well. Cal's right.
No. All right, but Aubameyang sets out a line here. He's got to answer to Klopp. Then he's got to answer to Hendo. Then Milner. Then Virgil. You know what?
And then you can even throw in people like Robbo that wouldn't take no stupidness. There's loads of people in our team that be like, "No, bro, what are you doing, bro?"
It's not about that life behind the scenes, bro.
No. But I thought
might have some gun fingers to the forehead, but
no. What you guys are saying is true.
He ain't doing none of that at Liverpool, Matt.
You're going by the personalities that we have at the club, and you guys are right. I'm not debating you on that. What I am debating is when a man just wants to do some radical stuff, he will do it no matter who's there, fam.
Yeah, but it's all about the environment, Matt. No, it is about the environment, man. I'm telling you, it's about the environment. If the environment isn't right, then he would have been a bit of a problem, though.
I think to say
Liverpool, he wouldn't be acting out because we'd be winning. I reckon half of his acting out is because he's fed up of being in the mud.
Come on, let's be real, bro. Sometimes you can't take the boy out the man, though.
Arteta slapped him on the left wing, bro. But let's move.
You know what I'm saying? And if Arteta turns around and tells him to do anything, it's just like big man, I won you the FA Cup to shut your mouth. That's all he will say, bro.
Twice.
He's like, the only trophy you've got a claim to. I won you that. So shut your mouth, blood, and go put the cones out like you used to do for Pep.
All I'm saying is, guys, I'm saying is this.
He's not listening to Arteta, bro. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro, he's not listening to Arteta.
What I'm saying is, if a man wants to go wild, he'll go wild. That's what I'm trying to say about him. He strikes me as that brother.
There's certain clubs right now you can't do. You think Pep's having that wild behavior at City?
No, but if they act up, they get dashed out. Whereas Arsenal giving him too many lifelines. That's the difference.
That's my point, Matt. You
do what you know you can get away with, Matt.
Yeah, look at Saka. Saka acted out and got dashed out. I'm just saying the same thing might have happened to Uber. Just because he would have went Liverpool doesn't mean to say you can look and go, well, I've got Milner, Jota, all these guys here. I'm not going to do nothing. Some guys are just like that. They're just reckless.
But that's what we're saying. So Klopp might give you one chance, but that's all you're getting.
That's true.
That's all you're getting. Even Tuchel, I think that's all you're getting.
So my point still stands. He probably would have done something and got dashed out anyway. Whereas you man are probably saying, because he's in that environment, he might not have done nothing.
I don't think he would have. There's a
think he
chance.
would.
I think there's a very, very low possibility.
Drift
Alright,
said it best. He's got
alright,
a
Matt,
gold
put it like-
Lamborghini, fam.
All right, but put it like this, Matt. Yeah, if we're all out and everyone there, you could take in a fight. You're not gonna act the fool, but you're very comfortable in it. You might barge someone and be like, "Oh, sorry, brother." But if it's a room full of Ngannus, bro, you're walking and treading careful as hell, bro, aren't you?
I hear what you're saying. I really do.
Because you
But
know, any moment your lights.
I hear you. I hear you. All I'm saying is this. I agree with everything that you guys have said about his environment, everything. But I still feel like it stems from him though. And there's still a part of me that feels like no matter where he goes, he was always going to cause some type of kerfuffle. And even if he came to us before he signed that contract, I still think he still would have done a bit of madness. We would have heard about it, but it probably would have been dealt with a lot better and a lot sooner. And maybe we could have potentially, and I say potentially, fixed him, or he would have got dashware.
Maybe
That's what I think.
There's a possibility, but I doubt. I mean, maybe being late for training, that might be the only thing. And even that would have probably got snapped out of him once Klopp.
Milner's gonna go to the yard, brother, and drag him out.
Yeah.
Of bed.
Yeah, he's not getting
He's
away
do
with
what
it.
Ghost did to Tariq. Over the bed, you know.
Yeah.
Wake up.
With the Ribena, bro, with the bottle cap just half off. You think man will wet up your white sheets, fam?
You just see Milner just walk in. This ain't Vimto, baby.
You think man will wet up your white silk sheets, bro? Get up, fam.
He'll probably cuff him with it, bro. That hurt.
Give me the cough quiff.
You know, I'm not even gonna lie, that hurts, bro. If someone cuffs you with a bottle top, that hurts, bro.
Bro, give me the cough quiff, fam. Yeah, one's there.
Right here,
Cuff him before he paints in that hairline.
So basically, we can all agree Uber's done.
Yeah, he's done,
Yeah.
bro.
No, yeah, in the Prem he's done.
man.
Rahil says, Drift, would you rather Neymar or Mane on your left wing right now?
I would play Mane in a different Neymar in a different position.
Answer the
Say that again, Drift.
No,
I'll
don't
play
even let
Neymar
him
in
repeat
a
himself
different
back.
position.
Answer the question, Drift. You either play Neymar or Mane left wing. Who are you playing?
Mane.
Good, right answer. What are you saying, Matt?
Huh?
What are you saying? Yeah, I rate it, Matt. I rate it. You move quick still.
All right, man, like Taki. Let's not forget about him, people.
Mane every day of the week, twice on Sunday, man.
Different gravy. Taki Minamino. Let's not sleep on Taki. Sorry, Cal, what's the question? So I was thinking about Taki Minamino.
Don't worry, man. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll catch you.
Why?
I'll catch you out. Nah, Mane
Bad
for me all
boy.
day long, man.
All right, we move.
Matt's nasty, you know. Matt's in the mud right
Nah,
now.
do you know what? I'll be real. I'm in the mud. I'm
know you are.
drowning.
I know you are.
I'll drown. Nah, if I'm being honest, I will probably do it. I'll probably say Mane only because of his body of work. But I think if I'm being honest with you, though, the way how their kind of careers are going, I know Neymar's had a lot more injuries than Mane. There's a part of me that still feels like Neymar, his longevity might outlast Mane's in terms of their being at their absolute maximum. So I'm being genuinely honest when I say that. So that's why I think it's very, very hard.
They
Because
can both
Neymar's
play
had
in the
them
same.
injuries.
They can both play in the same team because Neymar
They
can
They've
play.
both
other
had them
positions.
injuries, man.
No, I'm just saying.
No, sorry. Neymar's had them injuries, so that's because if Neymar didn't have the injuries and
Oh, he
Mane is how he is now, I will probably say Neymar. But I think because he's had the injuries and you don't know what's going to happen with him, and Mane for me still producing what he needs to produce for us, I'll probably edge it Mane. But it's a tough one. I'll be honest, it's tough. I'm just me being honest.
Not for me, it's not. But we move. All right, guys, we're gonna open the phone lines now. Remember, you've got 2 minutes. You can come on and say exactly what you want, whether you want to have a rant, whether you want to have a chat about something that you got on your mind. The 2 minutes are yours. If we interrupt you during those 2 minutes, we'll pause your time, but it will be 2 minutes from when we get you up on the screen. And then from there, the floor is yours, people. And again, you don't have to come pre-prepared with questions. If you want to ask us questions, we're not going to ignore you by all means, but Don't feel as though there's any pressure for you to come on and ask any questions. You can come on and just share your views. This show is about you guys.
It is about you. Trust me. Believe.
Raw.
No, Drift, you gotta allow that, fam. You gotta allow that, fam.
Matt is something else, you know. He really is.
If you
something-
got-
I'm telling you, look, now we're gonna look back in about 20 years' time and realize how good Neymar was.
I agree.
I'm
I agree.
telling
All
you.
jokes aside,
I'm telling you.
all jokes aside, he's a talent, bro. Absolute amazing talent
Fair
that he
enough.
slept on because of the injuries, in my opinion.
All right. Got our first caller. Wasn't able to join us last week, but he's here today. Shout out to Jamie Phillips in the building.
Yeah. What's going on, Jay?
Hi guys.
Oh,
What's up,
going
bro?
on, bro?
How you doing, bro? Sorry, bear with me, Jamie. Sorry about that.
I'm a blue bar.
No. There you are, brother. Go for it.
Hi guys, how are you?
Good,
Been a
brother.
while.
Bless, bro.
Yes, man.
So I just want to talk about the myth that Liverpool's squad is not very good. Beginning of the season, everyone was going mad over Chelsea's squad, and I think when you really look at it, sorry, that's my little girl in the background. When you think about it, the injuries that they're having right now is they haven't got the squad, the players to come in to make that team any better. And when people talk about Liverpool squad, and they've got 14 good players, and that's it. And I look at Chelsea's squad. Yeah, they've got a lot of players, but of any real quality, is that only 14 as well? Because they're struggling. You know, they've lost certain players and they can't fill them positions. You know, they lost Chilwell, good left back. You know, now they got Dross at left back. You know, we got two far better left backs.
Definitely.
They've lost some midfielders. Like as soon as they lost Kante, they can't perform. You know, it's like they need Viagra. It's like
Losing Kante would do that to you, though.
So they can't seem to perform there, and yeah, and now all you hear is Chelsea fans barking about injuries, and they told us last season that we have to get on with it. I just think our squad, yes, it's not Man City's squad, but I don't think anyone is Man City's squad. I mean, they have 20 players. They can, you know, they can put anyone in and nothing changes. But I think our squad's a lot better than people give it credit for. And, yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say about that.
Jamie, I think you said that perfectly, bro.
I agree with everything you said, bro.
Same.
You said that perfectly. People, if you haven't already, make sure you head over to Jamie Phillips Football Chats on YouTube. Fantastic Liverpool channel. Go over and subscribe. Make sure you do that. Jamie, you're a legend, bro. Nothing but love.
Trust me,
We'll
bro.
catch up. It's been a while, bro. Don't leave it too long until next time either.
Innit?
Thank you, guys.
Bless
Big
you,
up,
bro.
man.
Take
Big
it
up,
easy.
Big up, bro. Take care, bro.
I've been saying, man. I don't
Jamie
don't-
just coming on there speaking facts.
I don't
Innit?
enjoy the Tuchel is as good as Klopp Pep conversation in any way. You lot, no, I remember when you lot are like, just man, stop letting it bother you so much. I'm like, no, I'm sick of it. Like,
No,
it's
but the reason we were
dumbest
saying
thing
that
I've ever heard
because
in my life.
me and Matt, again, I'll only speak for myself actually, Matt, because I might be speaking out of turn. But the reason I was like, leave it is because for me there was a no conversation started. Like
It was starting to
the
become
proof-
a thing, Cal.
It was
Like,
hype,
it was
though.
starting
It was
to become
hype.
a thing, bro.
all right, but it's
It was
also
hype.
become like Drift. It's also become a thing that Liverpool are Salah FC. But a stat came out today that if you take away Salah's goals from Liverpool this season, like we'd still be third in the table with a +2 goal difference. So we can't be one man team if we still be third in the league. Do you know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
But these topics come up because people, let's face it, have nothing better to do. Plus, they just like clicks and engagement. Like,
Yeah.
football
Facts.
people know what it is, innit? Like, let's be real. Like, Tuchel's a good manager, a very good manager. But when you speak about Klopp and Pep, you're talking about two of the greats.
Two elites.
Like, this is not even a, it's not even a conversation starter. Like, Tuchel's got to be put in a bracket below that, and he's got to work his way up.
No, definitely. And I think Chelsea, obviously,
there's
as a,
other man in the
they got
league that
carried
are
away,
actually
though.
better than Tuchel. Maybe not currently, but like if you're just looking at body of work, Tuchel's, yeah, but there's certain man in the league who I think are better than him. It's not even Pep or Klopp. So, yeah, we moved though, innit? We moved. I'm not feeling sorry for any squad that's worth over 500 million. I'm sorry. Like, I would actually love to know how much their squad is actually worth, because their cheapest players are like 30 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they've brought through a couple of academy, man, to be fair to them, Drift.
Well, yeah, obviously I don't count the academy in terms of the purchase, but I mean, like, if they're purchasing him, like, I think like Kante might be the cheapest guy they bought. Like, if you actually think about the players in their squad that they paid for, like, their squad is very expensive. It's very expensive. That's all I'm saying, man. Very expensive.
I hear that. Well, we're going to bring in our next guest. I'm more than happy to bring this person on stream. Oh, is he ready? Are you ready? You know who you are? Okay.
I say give it
Give it
10
5
seconds.
seconds.
Give it 10 seconds. You know who you are. Z. I'm going to give you 10 seconds, bro, because I see what you be doing, man. We're going to wait.
Very, 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 very happy to bring
give
him on
15
stream.
seconds,
Obviously, the deal was if I didn't read his email this time last week, I'd have a
you might be in
forfeit.
trouble, fam.
I have no forfeit. Email was responded to.
Okay.
Back joining the one and only Zabiri.
Hey.
My G's. Hey, coming live from downtown Brooklyn. What's happening?
What's going on, bro?
All right, I'm gonna clear the air real quick. If Aubameyang was in Liverpool, he wouldn't have a golden Lamborghini. I ain't on FFP budget, straight up. Cal, I actually picked you some flowers, but you know it's wintertime here, so the flowers ain't really. They're just like a bunch of sticks. And I threw them out because you've been reckless early on the street. But we moved still, you know what I'm saying? Yo, big up to you, man. Yo, Jamal asked a question last week and I love it. So I thought of one myself. If there's a man, no cop out, no Adrian, no Carriers, no cop out, right? You have to give me a player. If you're out in a pub or wherever you at and you see this man getting rushed, a Liverpool man getting rushed, name me a player you will not back. Like, yeah, he deserves that. Yo, name me that Liverpool guy you see getting rushed up, dumped out, and you're like, nah, let him be, man. He deserves it. If I had to think about it, though, yo, I don't want it to be like a race thing, but it had to be tacky, yo, because yo, he light. And I'm like, yeah, man, you deserve that because you skip in the gym. Yo, I'm just calling y'all. I see it, man. Yo, that brother is too light. I think I saw like a 2-minute pass from him in the middle of the game. He tried to do like a crossfield thing like Trent, and it went nowhere. I'm like, yo, get this man out of here, man. Sunday league setting. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you gotta go. Man. And the last thing I want to ask is about London. So in the Bronx, people like as mad Jamaicans, they'll change your brakes on the sidewalk. They open in fire hydrant and running like car wash at every other hydrant. You can just pull up and get your car washed. So is there a spot like that in London? Because yo, Bronx is crazy. You pull into the car store or the parts store, and motherfuckers be like, yo, I do your brakes for $40. I'm like, yo, my man, brake job is like $200. What are you legit? So, and the car wash, they're like $5 at the fire hydrant. So I don't know if London is like that, but yo, the Bronx is dominated by Jamaican, and that's the type of thing they're on. So I need that player, and I need to know if that's going on in London.
yeah. Cool, bro.
You got it's a Beery. You're a legend, bro.
Legend.
Yeah,
bro.
big up to you, man. Hey, Cal, check the response email, man. Don't be playing around. You know what I'm saying?
Fully serious for 1 second.
No, man, I ain't playing with you, man. I see Matt raising the bar, Drifty doing drifty things. Cal, you gotta do Cal things, man. All right?
I got you. I promise. I got you.
Big up, man. Big up, bro.
Big up, bro.
Enough love as usual,
Love,
man.
bro. Have a blessed weekend, brother.
Big up, man.
Take care, man.
Like you lot know already. Like I don't even like to pile on. I don't even like to open up old wounds and that. But if I saw carriers getting rushed, I can't even lie. I'd be like,
no, Zabiri said no Karras, no Adrian.
oh,
yeah, he did. Yes, we can't. Yeah.
Because man knows I'll be like, a year of my life, you know, bro.
Oh,
a whole year.
I'll let you man go first, innit? I'll let you man go first.
I wouldn't step in if I saw a Kanate get a rush because I know Kanate could deal with the situation.
Oh, you're such a no.
Political response.
Oh, we can all do that.
So
I'm not joining in if Virgil's getting rushing because he'll just deal with it himself.
I was going to say, we can all do that, though.
Hold on, let me get this straight here. You man do political answers outside number 10 every show, but I do the first one and I get dragged for it, yeah?
Yeah, because it's not to be political.
Get out of here, man.
It's not that time, bro. We need is a serious answer. So we can all be in the mud.
I'll be honest, Kanate is rushing Kanate, bro. No one's rushing Kanate. I'll be honest. I'd fear for the other people if they started on Kanate. Real talk. What are you man saying? Come on, speak up, people.
Who are you saying, Drift? I don't know. I'm still.
Shall I make this fun? Shall I guess for both of you who you'd say?
No, don't guess.
I'm gonna be real. I don't even mean it in a bad man way. It's the only person I have any real gripe with is obviously the goalkeepers. There ain't anyone in the team I think I would let get rushed. So I don't know who to pick. I genuinely, I can't, I don't know. I'm trying to just think, I'm not gonna lie, I'm thinking politically, I'm thinking a man who I know can just handle himself. So I'm like, I don't need to get involved because he will be all right. Other than that, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know.
Matt's got someone, you just don't want to say it.
No,
I know who
Matt, you got him. You got someone, innit? Who's yours, bro?
Because I could do the political thing, because I could do the whole lot. Yeah, Virgil, because no one could take. Or I could do the James Morner thing, because no one's gonna beef with him. But
or Nat, no one's beefing.
Yeah, or Nat Phillips, because he can have himself. But if we're gonna do the whole non-political, because I think these men are hiding. These men. When I say, do you know what's happening right now?
No, I'm not.
And these Matt, deal with him.
Drifty,
you know what I'm gonna do?
Out. Matt, can we get an answer, please, bro?
Yeah, that's fine, Mr. Political. But I won't even say no.
Does he have talent? I knew it.
If he gets rushed,
he's always had agenda against him. Drifty,
if he gets rushed, I'll be like, boy, we need you gone anyway. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. For the fan base to go. No, Matt, that's too much. That's too much, man. Yeah,
he's just a child, Matt.
Now, all jokes aside, there's no one obviously that I'd want to watch get beat up. So
Zabiri said, guys, this player's getting stomped and needs help.
If I have to be real, I don't want to see no one get stomped. I mean, that's
Matt is just watching Nico getting stomped. You know, he's just that's mad.
Do you know what it is? You man are cheating, so I know I'm gonna pick your ones for you because I know. All right, so we done all right. Here's a little one for you guys. We've done a members, so make sure you go and check out the members. I think it'll be released later on. This is Cal's person because listen, I'm gonna reveal Cal's person, and Cal knows. Cal knows he ain't backing Taki. He knows he ain't backing him. He knows. If Taki's getting beat up, Cal's gonna be like, oh boy, he went Southampton, he couldn't do nothing. So if he ain't in our squad, then boy, for Drift, I'm trying to think who Drift's one would be.
You know it. You know who it would be. But I'm not allowed to pick him.
No, Drift, you're doing the political thing, so I'm gonna air you out as well. If Drift was really picking his player, I know it's Naby, and I tell you what, he could be like, he's injured anyway. Just pack him in anyway. He don't even play no games.
100%, it's 100% Naby for Drift.
100%. No. He don't play. He ain't offering nothing.
I genuinely would not watch Naby get stomped out and leave.
That dirty laundry for the man them.
No, I wouldn't let Naby get stomped out.
No, you would, Drift. You would. You'll be like, Ox is better anyway, so you know.
I wouldn't.
That's
I
why you're
wouldn't.
laughing, innit? Say it with a straight face, Drew. Say it with a straight face.
Wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't watch Naby get stopped out. I wouldn't.
Laughing at always laughing at man's downfall.
What?
So that's why you're laughing now, fam.
No, I'm just as nervous
Stop
laughing
laughing,
because you're
I'm being
confusing me,
serious.
bro. You're confusing me, bro. But anyway,
You know it's Naby.
and to
Cal's
answer the second question about London, it ain't mad like people are just on the corner doing the car wash thing and that's like I'm watching the episode that Everyone Hates Chris and that.
Some parts of Brixton used to be like that back in the day, though.
I would say
Back
A
in the day,
little
not now,
bit.
not now, obviously, but
Yeah,
Back in the day, maybe-
now it's turned all like metropolitan and that, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
even though you
Well-
can still take a wrong turn and
yeah,
get in some
obviously.
trouble, you know what I mean?
That's
You
true,
see
that's
that man there on the main high street thinking they got it all
Yeah.
sorted. It's like, yeah, bro, take a left and then a right, innit? Go down Cole Harbour Lane, innit? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you better stay on that high street.
A-Town. God forbid you end up in A-Town, boy. Aye.
Yo, let me hold a dollar.
Summer Leighton and all them. Nah, yeah.
You best hope you know someone on them estates.
Yeah, bro.
Best know. All right. Let's get the next caller in. Annie, welcome to the show, bro.
Yes, boys, you're right.
Yes,
going
that's
on, bro?
nice seeing the face as well, bro.
Yeah, see the flesh, bro. What's going on? What's going on?
bro?
Yeah, man. Bless how you lot.
Not too
Yeah,
bad,
no,
brother.
good, bro. Good, bro.
Good, man.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to say, I was having a look through the Premier League stats, like top goal scorers this season. And obviously, I know we expect Salah to be topped, obviously. But then I looked, like, just one place lower down, and I saw Diogo Jota's name, and it was kind of surprising. Like, even though we know he's been playing sick, like it's kind of mad that he's second top goal scorer, like, on 9 goals. So, and I don't know if the fan base is giving him as much love as we should. Maybe it's because he's missed a few cities recently, so everyone's been a bit, I don't know, down on him. But I think that he's playing out of his skin, and maybe I just wanted to get you lot's opinion. Is he ahead in the pecking order ahead of Mane now? Because I know he started that game against who was it? United, and yeah, Klopp favoured him. Oh, sorry, Drift as well. Sorry, man. I know.
Just see Drifty's face.
If you can see it, just face. Just face.
Nah, I love Mane as well, yeah, but still, man, there's something not quite right with Mane. So as you lot were answering, who would I like to see get rushed? Right now, it's Mane. You know.
Fuck you, no.
No.
Mane's getting packed in, and he's like, "Nah, it's cool, fam. We got Jota."
It's that I love because Drift and Matt. I know you lot love or you lot like Dragon Ball Z. I know you know about the Zenkai boost, where the Saiyans get beat up to like an inch of their death, and then
Oh, what the sensu bean thing?
No, not even a sense being. You know when they get beat up and it makes them stronger as Saiyans, like they almost die. They almost die in it, and then they come back super strong. They have to almost die. So I'm thinking, bro, maybe if Mane gets like one into the gut and chin, not until he's almost dead in it, but just gets a little boom. He might
Oh my god.
Annie, you're a legend, fam.
No, but obviously, man loves Mane as well. And sorry, one more question as well. This ain't even football related before the time runs out. UFC, I'm not sure if you guys spoke about it, but Amanda Nunes got fist up. And Charles Oliveira, do you not see anyone being able to defeat him in the field?
Nunes got packed in.
Yeah, that was surprising, bro. I was shocked. All right, bro. That was mad still. I can't lie.
Crazy. Nah,
But
crazy,
yeah,
crazy.
let's
No,
get you
great
some
questions,
opinions,
Annie, man.
But Drifter, I love you as well, man. No hard feelings.
Yeah, I love you too, bro.
It's for the greater good, man. It's for the greater good.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No, big up, bro. Big up, bro.
Big up, man. Big up.
All right,
Man.
bless you,
Yeah,
bro.
love
Make it
you.
easy. Drift, I think we got to start with you.
Facts.
Start with me. Why we got to start with me? What happened?
If you're right, you just what happened? You malfunctioned. He's like, I don't talk about Mane. I don't talk about Mane.
Look,
bro.
if I saw Mane getting rushed, I'd be like flipping Kane at the end of Menace to Society, bro. So
So, Drew, has Mane moved down the pecking order? Should Jota be starting ahead of him?
Hello.
No, but
Take bias out of it.
No, I'm not taking bias out of it. I've always said I think the formation should just be slightly changed, and we should be playing Bobby in the 10, and then Jota can play down the middle, and then we've got all four on the pitch at the same time. And why not? Why not do what City do and just have all your weapons and go all out? But if you're talking about productivity, I mean, there is an argument that Jota is playing well, is playing better than Mane. There is an argument. I definitely think it's not just about statistics, though. I think there are other things, because as we said, Jota's the type of guy that will come out of the game and then have got a goal, and we're really thankful he got a goal. But then you look at the rest of the performance, you go, did Jota really do anything today? So I definitely think you do have to take that into consideration as well. But
this is Matt. Everyone watching, this is Matt.
Of course it's Matt. Everyone knows it's Matt. Matt is the troublemaker, Matt.
I just wanted to see your response when you saw Mane sitting down, excuse me. And Jota was doing this, yeah.
Look, listen. You know what, yeah?
Come on now, all jokes aside.
All I'm gonna say instead of doing the whole back and forward and all that kind of stuff,
all jokes
aside, you man will realise, God forbid if anything ever happened to Mane, when he ain't here, why what you're saying about Mane and how he's not good and all that stuff is invalid. That's all I'm saying. And for everybody who does think Mane needs to go and all that kind of stuff, why are you then complaining about the African Cup of Nations if you don't seem to think Mane is important? I'm just saying. And obviously, all jokes aside, big up Enya, I know he's just ramping, but there are people who do actually think that Mane needs to go and he's crap and all that. And the agenda sickens me. And I'm not paying it any attention. And there's a couple man in the chat who always come in and I think they're just coming in to wind people. I don't even think they're Liverpool fans at this point. But it's all right. You stay over there. You continue to have your opinion on Mane. I still know that he's top quality. So it is what it is, man.
Any was always big you up. Just take it from me. Lock every single external window and door you have tonight, bro.
Trust me.
Probably don't come out till Christmas, bro, because I know that'll be a family day for Drift. So do online shopping. Make sure you vet the person before you open your door. Because I've learned the hard way about criticizing Mane. It ain't worth it, bro. It ain't worth it. But can I chime in here, or Matt, do you want to chime in?
No, in regards to the first question you asked about Jota being slept on, I think Jota's been slept on a bit because Jota's obviously got the 9 goals, I think, in the Prem. He's been injured as well, and I think he's done exceptionally well. He's done so well to the point that we haven't really missed Bobby Firmino at one point, and even a striker, so to speak. I know he's not a natural striker, but he's done such a great job that he's just doing what he's doing, and we're kind of not really realizing how sensational he's been, because even though, as Annie said, he's missed some sitters, he's got some important goals and he's got some bangers, man. Like, Jota's really about that life, and he's the first player in recent memory that we can remember that's actually challenged the front three. He's challenged them, all of them, and he's actually done very well to keep his ground. So big up to Jota. In regards to Jota,
by the way, you might know how much I love Jota as well.
Yeah, of course.
You know that already. Do you get what I'm saying? So
in terms of Jota maybe being in front of mine in the pecking order, for that left wing, I'd say no, because here's the thing. Mane, for me, still can beat his man better than Jota. Jota's more of a powerful runner that's going to run with the ball, and he's got very good acceleration and can burst away from you. But I like Jota's movement off the ball in a central area as things stand. So even though I know Jota can still play that left-hand side at a very high level, I still don't want to drop Mane, because I find it kind of mad that a guy that not too long ago was like the second to third highest goal scorer in the league, and then all of a sudden, he's been usurped by one of his peers, but his peers is doing a different role to him. And it's that means you'd have to flip it. So it either means Mane comes out the team or Mane goes into the center, and it don't make no sense, in my opinion. So I look at it as keep Jota up front, keep Mane on the left, and we move, man.
You know, just quickly, and again, it's only because it was mentioned while I'm bringing it up. There's certain people that would do certain things in a game, and the first thing people would do is back them up with that thing that they did. Yesterday, you weren't here, Cal, obviously, but there was people that were proper trying to say Mane was crap. And it's okay, hold on a minute.
Yesterday?
Yeah, bro. And it's like, and this is what I'm saying, it's an agenda. And it's one of them ones that's like, first of all, he wasn't bad anyway, but he got an assist and technically got two, because even though it was an assist, it was his shot that caused the rebound for Salah's goal. So it's like,
either of them
first thing anyone else would do if it was another player would come and go, but they got an assist. Why are you saying they had a bad game? Mane gets an assist, possibly two in the game. Nobody uses that because it's an agenda. And this is what I'm saying. It's like, it's very easy if you want to go at a man to ignore positives. And that's all I'm saying. That happens a lot with this whole like Mane thing. And it's just like, I ain't even got time for it anymore, to be honest.
All right. So with the Mane thing, me and you will probably always agree to disagree with some aspects of it. But what I will say is, I think Mane gets unfairly treated quite a bit, to be honest, especially since he's dropped out of form midway through last season. But at the same time, Drift, I think the fan base has a right to question his performances when you're looking at what he was to what he is now. And I know you'll say he's in his head and things like that, but regardless of those things, we have to take him on face value on how he's playing. And I think a lot of the fan base are doing that, but some are obviously blown out of proportion. But what I will say, and this is why stats and the eye test, I always say stats are contextual. The eye test is subjective. Because you just said, for example, an assist there. And again, I've got to go to an extreme sort of level to explain this. But Patrick Bamford, for example, last season, if I'm not mistaken, was like top 3, top 4 goal scorers in the league. But there's no way he would have got close to being in team of the year, or no one, in my opinion, would have been like, yeah, he was top 10 players in the league last season. So even though he's getting goals / assists, I don't think that masks a performance. And again, I'm quite adamant on that. And I think the frustration that I have with Mane is, even though he has those goals, and it's some of the same frustrations I have with Jota, even though they have those goals, Mane effectively, and arguably in my opinion, could be on double the amount he's on. And if a player, for example, gets 100 shots a season and scores 20 goals, but another player gets 50 shots a season and scores 15, yes, that person's got 20 goals and the other person's got 15. But in my opinion, the person who's played 50 games or 50 games less has probably had a better period because they've done it over a shorter time spell with less chances. So not taking anything away from him. And look, I'm not swapping I said this, I'm not swapping Mane for any left winger in world football. But I would like to see a situation where we can rotate between Mane and Jota, which we had when Firmino was available. And dare I say, when Origi becomes available again, we'll have that again. But I don't think Mane should be an automatic starter anymore. I think Jota's now made that a conversation, as well as Mane's drop in form has made that a conversation whereby we can have an open, honest conversation. Be like, you know what? Mane can play this game or Jota can play this game. His skill set will do better in this game. Jota's skill set might do better in this game. We can compare them stats and stuff like that. There's stuff Mane does that Jota couldn't do. And there's stuff I think that Jota does that Mane couldn't do. But we've got both players in it. So for me, it doesn't have to be a thing of, Mane just gets benched. For me, it's a case of, this game, Mane suits better. That game, so-and-so suits better. So for me, as I said, I'm not swapping Mane, but I do understand the frustration because I have some of those same frustrations as well. That's me being as serious and as open and as candid as I can be about it.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm locking my conservatory door. It's gonna get long tonight.
That's cool, bro.
I might tell Little Man football's cancelled tomorrow. I don't want to be walking out of the porch. I'm like, what's good, big man? I'm just like, look, I know what I said yesterday. Take the youth, like, just take him football in it. Don't let him see what's gonna happen to me. Sorry, I said too much. Me like an idiot talking again. Sorry. Look, Mane's king. Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever. We're good now. We're good. Yeah, when my missus goes, all right, that's cool. And I know it's a couch night still. So, Drift just gave me the same answer, so I know it's gonna be rough. Right.
I'm just glad they're both Liverpool players. To be fair,
precisely.
You know what I mean?
Precisely. All right, let's get the next caller in. Jamal, can you hear us, bro?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, brother. Welcome to the show,
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, are you guys good? Yeah?
Yes,
Yeah,
brother.
man.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just gonna say that the answer to the question is Marino. As who's gonna get pumped? Who's gonna? I know he's not a Liverpool player, but I wouldn't lie. He's the only guy in football terms because I don't know him personally who I hate. Marino is the worst player who ever played for Liverpool. I'm standing by that. I'm sticking by that. But yeah,
Oh,
man.
I don't know about the worst, Jamal.
Well, I sure Moreno, every game he played, I swear he made a mistake. Every game he played for, even his good games, he made a mistake. Man. That guy was horrible.
I'm not gonna lie, Jamal. When he packed that penalty and then sat in the change room and said, "Get out, United," he was forgiven, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
But yeah, what I want to talk about today, guys, is the transfers where our fans has been crying over. You know, none of them has really worked out. I'm just watching it. I've seen Saul, he looks dead. Werner is dead as well. And you know what? Even you guys wanted Memphis. And Memphis has been okay at Barcelona, but the Barcelona fans are actually saying he's trash and they want him out. I know Barca fans always do that with players who's not perfect, but still, it hasn't been all that good for Memphis. So yeah, guys. So I just want your guys' thoughts on why all the players we have linked to they went other places and they've been so bad. That's what I really want to talk about.
Bro, that's a fantastic question, bro.
Yeah.
We're gonna chop that up.
And the next one, yeah. And Drifty, you said Messi was more a right winger. Would you see Messi is more a right winger or a number 10? Because I see Messi as a number 10 still.
Do you know what it is? I think obviously now in his older days, definitely, but I think his peak days he was a right forward. Do you know what I mean? Like definitely his younger days and then like his peak Barcelona days, I'll say he was a right forward. But I think you're right now with him being like more older because obviously his legs, he can't do as much running as he used to. So yeah, it's a bit of both, isn't it, really?
Yeah, because I was going through with the Salah thing on the right wing. I was gonna say who has been the best right winger in Salah's generation, and the only guy I could really think of, if you take out Messi, is Bale. So I want to say between Bale and Salah, I want you guys to do shooting, passing, overall as a player, who is better? That's my two questions for you guys.
Cal's rubbing his hands right now.
Yeah, Bale and Salah. So yeah, they're better actually. And who you guys prefer? So yeah, guys, that's my two questions.
We'll chop that up, brother.
We'll chop that up now. Big up, bro.
Yeah, thanks, guys. And guys, smash the like button, man. Come on. This is the best fan channel, the best Liverpool fan channel on YouTube. Come on, guys.
Bless you, bro. Always a pleasure.
Bless, bro. Big up, man.
All right. Jamal's provided a list and Jamrock's added another name to the list. So Marlon, Memphis Depay, Werner, Saul. Are there any other names?
Memphis. Oh, you said Memphis, didn't you?
Yeah.
No, you said Saul.
I'm trying to think who else moves. Sancho. I mean, I scream for Sancho. I'll say that. I'll put my hands up for that. I scream for Sancho.
Yeah, Sancho. I think the other players that we wanted haven't left.
Yeah, all weren't realistic anyway.
Yeah, the other players.
Whoa! Just to cut Tony off. None of us here wanted Pepe. I ain't going down like that. None of us wanted Pepe. Ben White. I did want Ben White, but not at 50 mil.
I mean, I'll be honest. Pepe was a player that I definitely would have been all right with 2 years ago before he went to Arsenal. No. I'm not gonna front. I would have definitely wanted him in the squad. No, I wanted him in the squad. I did. I would have definitely took Pepe for the squad before he ended up being a flop.
No. Renato Sanchez is another one, and Daka, and the Paul.
Right, there's a lot of players.
Jamal Lewis.
Bloody hell, there is a lot.
All right, so Memphis. I'm gonna say I think Memphis is good. He's not someone I'd have had as a first choice, but on a free, I would not have been upset with Memphis at Liverpool.
And I think he tried to drag Barcelona, but Barcelona are in the mud, man.
They're in cement. They're not even in the mud anymore. They're in cement, and it's set. It's set.
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad.
Werner, he just fallen off a cliff.
I still believe under Klopp, Werner would be performing though. I do.
I think he'd be performing better, but he's definitely. I don't think he would have been better than Jota has been.
No. He wouldn't have been better than Jota. But I do think under Klopp he'd be performing. I do.
Who else was named? the Paul.
Saul was the biggest one. But
So-
I said I didn't want Saul.
So did I. I wanted Basuma over Saul. And again, obviously it swings and roundabouts, but I watched Saul play and I thought, yeah, he's a good player. But in the at that pace, the pace he plays with, not his actual physical pace, because we've seen players like Jorginho, like he's slow as anything, but Jorginho can control a game, innit? The pace in which he plays at, I don't think suits the Premier League. And I think that's being shown at the moment. So Saul's, that's one.
He seems like the type of player, Cal, where something's just gone wrong and you can't put your finger on it, whether it's personal or like,
Saul,
you know what I mean, professional. Yeah, Saul, like
the league. I think he does.
No,
well in
but
the
bro,
Italian
remember
state.
he was starting to get shunned and pushed out by Simeone from a little while before, which is why he ended up leaving in the first. Like something's happened to Saul. I don't know what it is.
It's more his salary because he signed a 9-year deal as well.
Is that what?
Yeah, bro. He signed. It was either a 7, 8, or 9-year deal.
Bloody hell!
And his contract goes up every year.
Raw.
So Andre, you said Grealish. I'm gonna be real with you. Grealish at Liverpool would have been a madness.
And Grealish isn't underperforming.
And he's not been a flop at City. Like I think people are judging him saying he's got to score or assist every game because there's a £100 million player. If you watch when he plays, he contributes to Man City. He's a very good footballer. Big fan of Jack Grealish. Just unfortunately he picked City.
I think City is going to give him that kind of like camouflage where he won't look as good as he was doing at Villa though, because now he's among a lot of other big fishes. I don't think he's good enough to stand out amongst other good fishes. He can fight and play in there, but I don't think he can stand out. So I think going to City is going to make his whole career look less of a highlight like than it was when he was the big fish. Do you get what I mean? But he's not a flop by any means, no.
Who else was there? I'm trying to think of any other names. Daka.
I don't think Daka's been a flop at Leicester though. I didn't want him at Liverpool, but he hasn't been a flop at Leicester. He's performed quite well. I think he's got like, if I'm doing like a head calculate, 7 goals. If I'm just trying to like think like, I don't think he's been a flop. No, maybe not set the world on fire, but I don't think he's been a flop. And I think the Leicester fans love him.
Jamal Lewis drift. We went back and forth on this one.
Newcastle have been all over the place though, so it's very hard to judge any Newcastle player.
I just don't think he's very good though, Drift, with all due respect to him.
I'm glad that we got 100%. I take the full L on that one. You were right when you was like you prefer Tsimikas. I take the L on that. But I think Jamal Lewis is playing in a team where the team are so bad, it's hard to kind of, you know what I mean? Like, and he went there while they were bad. He never even got to have any fun. He just went there and they've just been bad. Do you know what I mean? I think Jamal Lewis is still a talented footballer.
Andre Silva's another one.
I think he's been playing okay though, Andre Silva. I know he hit the crossbar the other day. He missed the absolute sit the other day.
I've not been keeping up with him too much. Upamecano, I am so... You lot knew, you and Matt, I was going so much being like, I don't want this, brother. I don't want this, brother. I don't... He's not that guy. He's not that guy, man.
He kind of feels a little brain fartish, innit? Upamecano.
Konate is way better. I think I've got his I think it's Kev. Shout out to Kev O'Sullivan. He was the first person who put me on to Konate. And when I just started watching him and I saw him and Upamecano playing together, I was like, it's not even close. Like Upamecano's getting the hype because he's playing more. But Konate is way better.
But I think Upamecano started his Bayern career good, but something's gone a bit wrong.
He's just not that guy, Drift. Like he's very good in terms of physical stature. He's got great strength, great pace, but as a footballer, I think he's very average. Very average. I don't see him having a great career. He may win stuff, but I don't see him having a great career.
Fair dues.
No, you know what? It's true. We have missed out. We have escaped some duds still. Hopefully that continues. But at the same time, there are players we have wanted that, have gone elsewhere and done well as well. So swings and roundabouts. I'm going to bring on our next caller. John Moore.
How are you?
Not too bad, brother. How are you? Finally got you on.
I've been trying on for months.
Yeah.
Big up, man. Big up,
I
bro.
was honored to be on your channel. Love you guys.
No, it's a pleasure having you on, bro.
The first point I want to make is, can the Premier League actually stop? I don't think it can't, because I don't see when you'll be able to play the games that you've missed. There's already too many games in the season. You're just going to kill players.
Yeah, I get that.
We've discussed this. I mean, I genuinely don't know how it'd work out. I was saying to Drift, do we scrap the international break in March and try and play some of those catch-up games then? But you're right, because the schedule's so congested.
The scrapping that?
Probably not.
That's true, because the international managers are going to want as many games as they can play, because the World Cup will be coming up. So they're going to want to play friendlies and work out formations and all that kind of stuff. So, no, I mean, the only thing they can do, John, is they could maybe extend the league, because there isn't going to be a summer tournament. So this will be the first summer where everybody will have the summer off, I believe. Maybe they could make the league end in like June instead of May, but that's still a bit of a madness. I don't know. I don't know.
But then you have the World Cup next winter.
Yeah.
Which you need to take into consideration as well. I was listening to Jim Phillips was on your channel earlier on. I was listening to his program yesterday, and he made a really good point. What you could do is make all Premier League teams go into a bubble, rent hotels out, have no contact with the outside world, and just play the matches.
So here's the thing.
Something like
a little bit like last season, isn't it?
Didn't they do that at the NBA? They did that at the NBA, right? The only thing I think is different is because am I not right in saying the actual full teams, like I'm not just talking about like the players, I'm talking about the full staff for Premier League teams, if I'm not mistaken, is way bigger than NBA like staffing and setup, isn't it?
It is, but that's the only way I could see it working.
Where would they all go though, bro?
Football clubs are more than rich enough to hire a hotel.
Oh, so you, but how? But then even if, I mean, so I suppose you're right. I mean, if they all stayed in a hotel for the rest of the season, and it was traveled to and from games.
Yeah, I mean, if we're being honest, guys, they successfully navigated it last year. Like they actually did that. We successfully got through the year with very few cases. They've got to just go back to what they did last year. Whatever it was they did last year, we
You're
just
would
have
like
to go.
It's not having fans.
Oh no, yeah, I know, but
you can't not play games behind closed doors ever again. It can't happen.
No.
Well, then maybe we'd have to go back to spacing out the fans, where it'll be half of a stadium, but the fans, you know what I mean, where you're spacing it out, so people are only next to people they live in the same house as, so you're still
but the fans aren't
gapping it out.
Because then they get into the stadium, you have to be COVID negative.
Yeah.
So the fans aren't really the issue.
Yeah, I think we got through last season well in terms of the players themselves. There's very few cases. I think they've just got to do whatever it was they did last year in terms of the actual players themselves. Keep them all in a bubble, get the food delivered for them, ask their families if they can be respectful and not mix with other people and go out and stuff like that. And yeah, I think that's the only way we're gonna get through it, to be honest.
Let's face it, the Premier League isn't going to cancel the season. There's too much money in it.
Yeah. No,
They want to suspend the league because there's too much money in it. Sky's already paid the money. BT's paid the money. Amazon's paid the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the clubs don't want that either, because the club's going to lose money.
Yeah.
It's going to be very interesting, though, John, I tell you, because over the next couple of days, we'll figure out whether they are going to do the stop or they're going to, you know what I mean? They must be working behind the scenes. If they've got any sense, they're really trying to figure out what to do right now, because there's way too many games being suspended already.
Yeah.
Like half the games this weekend are already cancelled, literally half the games. So they've got to figure it out and figure it out quick, man. They really do.
But Miller, sorry, just real quick. My second point is on what Jamie touched on earlier on with Chelsea. I've been saying all season, and Jamie Phil's backed up on this, Chelsea are going to fall apart at this time of year. There's too many games for them. Christmas time, they will fall apart. I've said it all season, and exactly that's what's happening.
Well, I hope you're right. I'm not gonna lie. I hope you're right, bro.
Chelsea will fall apart and let two big boys fade out for a tail.
I hope so.
I hope so, man.
I still have them finishing third, but I hope they do fall apart.
One last thing.
Come on.
I was gonna mention it, bro. Love, man. I was like, I know that hoodie.
Amazing quality, top notch, comfortable, warm. Love it.
Love, man. Big up, man, for that support. We really appreciate it, John, man. Seriously, big up yourself, man.
Nice one, buddy. Appreciate it.
Bless you, bro. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Anytime, man. Thank you.
Bless up, bro. Big up, man.
Big up, John, man.
Big up, John. Always, man. I know that hoodie. I know that hoodie.
Look, I don't even have to do the advert anymore. John just done it for us. Comfortable, lovely looking, warm. What more do you want? Let's go. Come on. Couple super chats here. Shout out to Jamrock. Taki and Werner would have had the same problem. But both to start. Just clear that one up for us.
Maybe the whole like Jota situation, maybe with like the will they play?
Okay, maybe.
I think that's what Jamrock means. Yeah.
The issue with Daka, the panel was skeptical because of the league and team he played for. But for Jamal and Werner, the caveat for why they're not playing well is the team they play for, and Klopp would have made them better. That is true. I mean, I agree. Klopp would have made them better, but I don't think he would have made them better than what Tsimikas and Jota are.
By the way, Kyle, I just remember we forgot to answer the UFC question for Eddie.
Yeah,
and the Bale salad question. Yeah.
But I agree with what you said there, Jamrock. Zabiri says Manchester teams will be flying chicks in the bowl. no consuelo for the Brazilian man. If it can't work, but we might get more goals from Ali. Zabiri's goated, you know. Oh, sorry, both of them are second strikers regarding Taki and Werner.
Okay, yeah.
That's very true. Although I think Werner would have played out wide and centrally like what Jota does.
Yeah, I think Werner could have actually quite effectively in a Klopp system actually been the backup to Mo on the right wing in our team, you know.
I don't think he works on the right.
No, but I think Klopp could have trained him to be able to be it because he's got the pace still and he's quite creative. I think it's kind of underrated that he is quite creative for other... No, not creative in a skillful way, but his movement and his passing, he does create a lot of chances for other Chelsea players. If you watch, I think he gets judged a lot of Chelsea because he don't get the goals himself. And when he's in front of goal, he's got some absolute howlers of a miss. But if you actually look at his creativity in terms of like the space he opens up for other teams and like cutting the ball back and you know, making goals for other people, he's not that bad. Now, I'm being honest, Werner's not as bad as we think he is, you know. He's not. Cal, I know you don't agree, but he is not as bad as people. His finishing has been woeful at Chelsea, but his overall play is not as bad as I think people think it is.
Can we agree to disagree on that one?
Yeah, that's fine. Like, I put it like this, yeah. If Werner became available tomorrow for 20 mil, Liverpool were thinking about it, I wouldn't even be that angry if I'm being real. Like, no, I honestly, I wouldn't even be that angry. I'd be like, you know what? I reckon Klopp will fix him.
I'd rather Adama over Werner if they both cost the same amount.
But you know I like Adama, so I'm not gonna. I just feel like the Chelsea situation. And you got to remember, guys, Chelsea finish and destroy a lot of players that are a lot better than they looked like they were at Chelsea when it comes to the forwards. You can go through the history from Kesman to Torres to, do you know what I mean? Like, we're talking real good players and they go Chelsea and they just don't perform. And I don't know. Unless you're a bruiser, you don't really seem to do that well at Chelsea as a striker for some reason.
Oh, okay. Jamrock, I see what you mean here. So what I'm saying is the panel didn't accept that Klopp would make Daka better, and the critique was the league he plays in, but it wasn't accepted that. But it was accepted that would make Jamal and Werner better. Again, I can only speak for myself. I wasn't that sure that he'd make Jamal better. Werner, I thought would do really well for us, but and he might have. Shall I tell you what was for me, Jamrock? It wasn't necessarily the league he played in for Daka. It was or the team. Because I'd have Adeyemi and he plays in the exact same team, exact same league. For me, it was I look at how we play in our system, and for me, I just didn't see how Daka would work for us. I think he's a very good finisher. I think he's got good movement when he's got space to run into behind. But when the ball's played into him, if he has to turn and beat a man or has to play in someone else or do all those other things, I didn't see him being able to do that quick enough to make an impact for Liverpool, where in the same way Jota has. Because I'll be honest, I don't really want players who we're just going to develop over years and years. I think we're past that now. I want a player who can come in and kind of hit the ground running, or it takes him a maximum of a season. I don't think that would have been the case for Daka, but that's my humble opinion.
I just kept it real from the beginning. We have Origi. Why do we need Daka? And enough man were like, Daka's better than Origi, and I'm still confused about that. But yeah, that was my take on that.
You know how we do it, bro. We just been dealing with these haters.
But yeah, just quickly, just quickly, out of obviously respect for any of Jamal as well.
Yeah. So
the
UFC first, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anybody will take the lightweight title at the moment. I think he's actually good enough. And the thing is, me and Kai used to talk about this when I used to say, because I never used to like him, but I love him now. And I remember I was like, I'm kind of scared that he will beat everybody and be up there. And now I'm looking at it and I'm like, I really wish Habib was around, because I think he's probably the only person who, in terms of skill set, could actually, if we're being realistic, take Habib on, because he won't be afraid to be taken down. You're kind of taking him into his world. You know what I mean? It's actually phenomenal how well he's adapted his striking, that he can have a stand-up fight with a Poirier, and then it's like,
Oliveira.
If you take me down, you're in my world. Most finishes in the UFC from submissions, like you're in my world. What, you want to go to the ground, yeah? All right, come, let's go to the ground. And on the feet, his striking is impeccable.
On the
like
feet,
the accuracy of it, like. Yeah, the accuracy of his striking. He might not have the power, but it's the accuracy of the striking.
He's more controlled. He calculates every punch. He never out of time, out of beat. Doesn't throw like wayward punches. He's
his
top
technique
draw, man.
is so sharp.
You know what it is, Cal? It's clean. It's just clean.
It's so clean, sharp. Man. There's not like everyone thinks to generate a powerful punch, you got to swing over. You got to think the quickest way from A to B is going straight in it. And he throws straight so well. It's Connor. Connor used to do it better than anyone else. Connor would throw that straight left hand and people would be like, he doesn't hit that hard, but he's sleeping people. It's accuracy. Accuracy's crazy.
And that's what I'm saying. He's got that Connor accuracy, but he's got the jiu-jitsu, which makes him all round.
Yeah, when you go to the ground, fam.
On the Nunes thing, I'll be real with you.
She got packed in.
Obviously, I did a watch long for that. I probably didn't say anything for a good 30 seconds when
I saw your face, bro.
You know when you bank on something so hard and it was just a case.
Carl was in. He was like, when it was happening, Carl was like,
in disarray.
Carl was like this.
And you know what's mad? We used to have conversations when I said to Cal that I liked Juliana. I remember Cal to be like,
I was asking Luke, like Luke had the answers, you know.
Do you remember that conversation we had, Cal, when I was saying that I felt conflicted when Juliana fought Shevchenko? Because obviously Shevchenko's my girl, you know that. But like I like Juliana, and I remember you were like, Juliana, man, like she's not really like. And I remember when the fight got drawn out, and Cal was just like, this ain't even coming out the first round. She's getting smoked.
I'll be honest. You see, after the
I
first
thought she
round,
was going to lose as well. Don't get me wrong, I did.
no, I thought she was going to get beaten up, not just lose. I thought she was going to, because remember, she was talking a lot before the fight as well. I was thinking,
And the thing is, she had a baby, and I was thinking maybe she's not even like her heart ain't even in it anymore.
It's
Plus, she lost to the randomie, bro, by a guillotine.
I
the
think
randomie don't sub
Nunes
no one.
Couldn't be bothered. You know, like even.
No, I think she saw them betting odds, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you,
bro. I don't know, man.
She told one of our bridges to put Amelie on Juliana, bro, because them betting odds.
Still, though, she was so great. Don't get me wrong. Being grateful for defeat as a champion is obviously it's what you expect, innit? Especially from Nunes, because she's very humble. But the way Joe Rogan was like, oh, like, was there anything that happened or you thought that you could have done better? And she was just like, I knew she was gonna fight hard, and I was just like, it was kind of weird. It's like she just accepted it and then even when she walked off,
she said she's back in the gym now already.
She goes, no, she did say I'm gonna go back in the gym today, but she just seemed too. I won't
Okay
say happy, but too fine, too okay.
She seemed like she was about to go and make sure that person put that money on that. But here's what I'm saying,
she's packing her in.
Here's what I'm gonna say in defense of Nunes,
again.
Here's what I'm going to say in defense of Nunes, because I can't believe she lost to someone who's got a stiffer stand-up game than Askren. No, she does. Juliana's stand-up game is worse than Askren, and that is saying something.
Tiptoes, bro. No, she's on her tiptoes,
bruv.
Anyway, the point I want to make is in defense of Nunes, which is what I want to do in case it isn't there's something else going on and it was just one of them random nights. There is nobody I have seen that I can think of that has took any person they throw at them, defended the belt as many times as her in different weight classes, which means she's constantly going up and down with her diet, what she's doing, cardio changes as you change weight and all of that. And maybe it's just caught up with her a little bit because literally Nunes took on anybody. If you think about from the moment she beat Cupcake and won the first title, she has literally anyone you want, anybody they put in front of her, she just comes in, she beats them. She's going up and down weight. She's abusing her body, so to speak, because she's so talented. Because we got to be real. Who else is defending their belt in different weight classes, just back to back, just constantly like up and down, bang, bang, bang? I think she's just rinsed herself a little bit, if I'm being completely honest. And maybe a little bit of complacency kicked in of like, I do keep on beating up all these people, so I don't need to do as much as I used to, kind of thing.
It's wrong game plan. See, the first minute or two of the first round, she had the game plan down. Kick out the front leg, unstable base for Juliana Pena, and you go to work the hands. You take her down, you beat her up on the ground, let her back up if you want to, and finish her off there. She got into a slugging, brawling match when she didn't need to. She's a superior striker. She's got more variation to her striking, but she didn't want to use it. She paid the price for it. Don't play someone else's game in MMA. Play your own.
Because remember, one thing
I'm
she
not
likes
going to
to
lie to you, bro. I don't care what game Pena wants on the feet. I'm thinking Nunes wins it regardless, bro.
No,
here's the thing. Nunes
we've seen some of the greatest boxers get like look at Lewis, bro. Lost to Hasim
Matt did the best impression the other day, bro. Juliana fights like this, bro. Bro, it is the worst technique. And I like Juliana, bro, but it is the worst stand-up technique I've ever seen, bro.
You cannot compare it to Askren. Don't compare it to Askren.
No, bro. Askren can throw hands better than Juliana, bro.
No, he can.
He cannot throw hands. Full stop.
No, he can. He can throw hands better than Juliana, though.
Bro, Juliana can't throw hands.
Even if Juliana,
that's the stiffest jab I've ever seen in my life, bro. I can't believe she hit Nunes with it about 10 times.
If they're on the same level, Juliana goes on her tiptoes, bro. Do you know how peak that is?
Ben Askren doesn't put 1-2s together.
And close your eyes.
But he doesn't even put 1-2s together. Come on, man. Ben ain't got hands, man.
At least he's got power for you know what I mean.
Oh, you trying to? Nah, do you know what? Right,
no, cool. But bro, if I stand, all right, let me give you an example. When Rousey,
Matt, there's a reason you said that you would go into a ring with Ben Askren.
I hear you, but let me land. Let me land.
Are you chasing your
Rousey? I'm not. All I'm gonna say is, remember Rousey. Remember how Rousey got lit up by Nunes? What was Rousey doing, bro? When he's doing head movement, she was on her toes. You remember when Rousey? You know when if a man or woman is on their toes and you're throwing punches, you know, like it's done. It's actually done.
No,
Because
I
basically,
hear
what
you.
it is, your brain is trying to say, I need to cling to the ground. Do you know how peak that is? You've gone into auto defense mode. You're laughing because you know it's true. Because your brain goes into auto defense mode because you get tense and you're like you're on your tiptoes and all them thing there. That's what Juliana was doing for the whole fight,
Bruv,
and she still beat
she's
Amanda.
got better hands than Askren, bruv. Askren ain't got hands. Askren's a phenomenal fighter. He ain't got hands though.
You can't be on your tiptoes though, bro.
He ain't
and
got
beat
hands,
someone.
bruv. Damian Maya outstruck him.
I
Come
hear
on,
you,
what
bro.
we doing here?
No, but Damian Maya improved his striking in the last couple of years,
But
bro.
as a
Improved.
fighter, no, but
He
Cal,
improved.
you've done jiu-jitsu, you've done like obviously like that type of martial arts combat, but bro, just be real with me. If I was to go into the ring with you, say I was doing something for charity, and we're like, let's do a sparring thing, and the first thing you say like we were allowed to hit each other, but we weren't allowed to knock each other out. And say you hit me, yeah, and I went on my tiptoes. What's the next thing you're gonna do? You're gonna laugh, innit? You're gonna be like, Matt's got into auto defense mode because he doesn't know what's going on.
I
right
wouldn't
now.
actually laugh.
You would.
I wouldn't. God's
You're
honest, I
like,
wouldn't.
say it with a straight face though.
No, God's honest. No, I'm laughing at the way
See?
you're saying it. But God's honest, I wouldn't. But I've sparred, but I've been lit up myself. I'm not gonna laugh at someone else, bro.
No, but what I'm trying to say is when you go on your tiptoes, you know, like that's like an auto defense mechanism.
Touch wood, I've never been on my tiptoes in this sparring.
Bro, it's like you're clear.
Bro, I don't even
Never
go on my
happened.
tiptoes to get cereal off the top of the shelf, bro. So
Touch wood again, bro. Touch wood. I've
bro,
been
tiptoes
lit
is
up.
for kids,
I'm
bro.
done. It's
Only
been
kids,
lit up.
only kids and ballerinas tiptoe, bro.
Nah, look,
It's
I've been
great.
lit up during
I'm-
sparring. I'm talking about I've been kicked in face, I've been punched up,
Yes.
but I've never been on my tiptoes. And God forbid.
This is
I
what I'm
ever
trying to
am
say,
in that
Cal.
position.
And Juliana was doing that. Remember, she wasn't even in. Obviously, she got hit a few times, but that's when I thought, okay, she's on her tiptoes. Nunes is now going to keep applying pressure because you can see that she's got, like, because remember, Juliana at one point looked like she couldn't take the punches, but for whatever reason, Juliana was like, I'm not going to stop because I can see something in Amanda. And you know what's so mad? When Amanda was getting lit up, she was smiling. But then I noticed a few times Amanda got hit, and you could tell she didn't like. She didn't
because
like
the
it.
pressure she stopped fighting her game, and that was Juliana's fight to go in pressure.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
throw her
yeah.
off
She
course,
did
and
say,
she did it.
and remember, she said in the presser, she was like, but obviously, the press conference thing before the thing, she was like, I'm gonna pressure Amanda. I'm gonna make sure that I take the center of the octagon. That's what she said, you know.
But as I
And
said,
she-
it's the most shocked I've been seeing a
Ever.
fight.
No. Let's be real, Cal. I mean, I don't know if I've watched many fights as you, but from all the fights that I've seen going back to Chuck Liddell, them days there, this
It's
is
the
the
most
biggest
shocking.
upset I've ever seen, like ever,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, it is.
Ever. Crazy.
Bale versus Salah. What are we saying, boys?
No, it was a comparison of like abilities. So
All
like
right.
shooting, heading, and all that kind of stuff.
I'm gonna be real. This is gonna be a difficult conversation still.
Really? All right. Can I break it down? I didn't see it.
The question was
No,
Bale-
Jamal asked about the comparison of the two in terms of like their individual abilities. So heading, shooting, and all that.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Bale
Long
versus
shots.
Salah.
Long shots. Bale. Dribbling. Salah. Close control. Salah. Heading. Bale. I'm trying to think.
Passing. Might be Bale.
Passing. You think passing Bale?
Saying that Mo's outside the foot pass that he's in love with at the moment.
Yeah, I think Mo's
good.
Mo's kind of upped his passing. I think maybe that's a tie. You call that a tie, maybe? A tie.
I can live with that.
Finishing 1-on-1, Salah.
Oof, Bale was cold 1-on-1 still.
I don't think he's as cold as Salah, but he was cold though. He was cold.
Bale was cold.
Athleticism, just in general, I'd probably say Bale. Bale was an absolute like
I'd go.
athlete.
The reason I go Salah for this one is because Salah's more durable. Way more durable.
Yeah, but that's not. But that's like
Well,
saying.
I think Jamal did say at their peak, so we can't like factor in things like
their peak.
Yeah,
Then it's
Bale's. I was gonna say Bale.
But even at his peak, he's still injury prone.
No, when he was at Tottenham, he wasn't injury prone.
I'd arguably say his peak was Real Madrid. His first couple of years at
I
Real
mean, do you know what?
Madrid.
There's even a little part of me that thinks, so we're sleeping on Bale's dribbling to just like dismiss him.
No, his dribbling was good, but not as good as his close.
Matt
His ball
kind of put
retention.
it good the other day when he was like, Bale got past people by knocking the ball past people.
Yeah, it wasn't like a techie man where he could weave. It wasn't a weaving thing. With Bale, it was more pace and power, and that's no disrespect to him, but that's how he got past his player. So I give an example, and I know
So he wasn't as good of a dribbler, but he was a better ball carrier.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah,
Set pieces, though, I can't even lie. Bale's like 10-1, fam.
Eats that up.
That's the
Salah
only
can't
thing I'm
even take-
surprised that Salah hasn't improved on, because his all-round game has improved, but his set pieces are so bad. I'm
But it is
I'm
just-
kind of
sometimes
shocked
you
that he
just-
hasn't got better at that.
I just
Just
wish we
born
had
with
a natural, apart from Trent, like just like a killer
Bale's
set
born
piece
with it,
taker.
you know. He's set piece. You know, Bale's the type of guy that just like before training starts, he takes like 30 free kicks before the session starts. He's that guy.
I actually think it was Real Madrid that demotivated Bale. I think if he'd have left Real Madrid at that time when they were going through their madness and went to another club that kind of was still like keeping motivated, I think probably all now he'd probably still be playing well. Real Madrid just completely demotivated Bale, man. It's actually quite sad.
Someone just said in the comments, I'm not gonna say the names. I don't want to be disrespectful, but someone said Bale had tech. I'm not saying he didn't have tech, but I'm just saying
not as good as Mo. Mo's got better.
Yeah,
like,
I think Mo's tech is a bit better than Bale's, but Bale's tech is still serious, bro.
You know the Bernabeu where you've got to show off when you've just like signed or whatever. Bale actually didn't even do well with his kick-ups.
Indeed.
Yeah, but that's not just tech. That's
I'm just saying it was quite funny to watch a man actually not even look good doing kick-ups.
Neither did
and he just
Dembele.
signed
Neither
for,
did
like...
Dembele for Barcelona, though.
Oh, did I didn't see the Dembele.
Oh, Dembele is one of the worst you'd have ever seen, bro.
Oh, is it?
Oh, it was bad. It was really bad. It's really bad. All right, let's get another caller. Big Bucks. You're on mute, bro. Big Bucks.
You there, bro?
Biggie. Big Bucks.
Look, bring someone in and give him a chance that he might have gone away thinking he weren't going to be put on.
Just got a super chat here from Eastwood. Checking in. What's up, Drift? What hat are you wearing? It's ice cold.
I can't remember the team. I'll have to take the hat off to tell you, but I'm not going to do that on camera. But yeah, it's a new era. Appreciate it. It is cold, isn't it? I'm not going to lie. I saw it and I was like, yeah, I got to get that. But yeah, I'll find out the team and then I'll let you know.
The stats, man.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you, gentlemen. Right, I'm going to make it quick because I know I only got 2 minutes.
I want
to talk about the last 16 Champions League. I think they've still got it wrong, and I think I can prove it.
Okay.
Okay. Go on then.
Right. As you know, the ruling states that like two English teams can't meet each other, for example, and also as well you can't play a team that was in your pool. Correct?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. If it was, this is either a fraud or it's flawed. Supposing, for example, the first team that was picked out is a non-English team, right? And the team that they're going to play is also a non-English team. So that happens for the first 5 draws. And Chelsea is a 6th team that is pulled out. The only other team they could pull out is an English team, which means it has to be some sort of fraud that's happened. Or have I confused you already?
No, go for it.
I get where you're coming from. The funny thing is, bro, this is that whole confusion when that thing happened where we should have been allowed to play Villarreal, but apparently it would have left Villarreal having to play Real Madrid, and because they're both Spanish, they can't do that. So it was like, we should be able to play Villarreal, but they didn't allow us to play them.
I mean, I've actually put it on the spreadsheet, so I've actually worked it all out. So, for example, if PSG were the first one that was pulled out and they played in Real Madrid, that would be fine because it'd be a French team against a Spanish team in Group A and then Group D. Okay. If the next one pulled out was Atletico Madrid and they had Juventus, that would be Group B versus Group H. But yet again, it'd be a Spanish team against an Italian team. If the third team was Sporting versus Lille, that'd be a Portuguese team and a French team. If the next team that was pulled out was Milan and Bayern, Italian and German. Next one is Benfica and Ajax. That's Holland and Portugal. But like I said, you couldn't get Chelsea because with Chelsea, the only 3 teams that would be left will be Man City, Man United, and Liverpool.
Raw.
Do you see what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
so Chelsea, if they were the 5th, 6th team, 17th, or the 8th team that was pulled out at random, they could only get an English club if the English club hadn't been chosen at random.
But they're probably lucky that didn't actually happen because I don't even know what the hell they would have done if that.
But that's what I'm trying to say. It's flawed because of the rules saying that you can't meet a country from the same country as what you're playing in. So even that's flawed.
Do you know what they would have probably done, bro? They would have probably found some kind of way where they would have they would have made sure an English team was in the pot that was being pulled out once that French or that Italian, you know what I mean? Like it's like they would kind of force it to happen almost.
No, but the whole point is though, it's supposed to be random, so they can't force it. That's what the rules say. It's a random pick.
Boy, maybe you have found the flaw in it. I don't know, bro.
Believe me, I've checked it. I've not heard anyone say this, but if it was a truly random pick, and Chelsea was the first one that was the 6th one that came out or later, and none of the English side had been picked out beforehand, then you got an English side would have 3 English sides for the winners, and they can't meet.
That's
boy.
I've got it on a spreadsheet. I have it on a spreadsheet, and I've worked it all out. So
this just shows it shows how corrupt they are.
So it's going to be too late for this season, but I'm sure if anyone checked that out, there'll be a protest put in again.
I mean, it was a farce with what happened in the first place, anyway, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean? So I mean, maybe they have to actually just stop even doing this whole thing where they're you can't play it.
No, I tell you how you get around it. The way you get around it is the first pick, you literally say it's going to be Chelsea. You literally pull out Chelsea. So in that way, you've got 5 other teams it can be.
Okay, so you don't make the first pick random. It's like you have to force the first pick.
Because in that way, you've got Chelsea can pick 5 other teams. And then you go through it that way. Because it just so happens that 3 English teams won their pools.
Yes.
If it was 4 English teams, then that wouldn't happen in that case because obviously they're going to play runners-up from the other group. But with Chelsea, they can only choose from 5 teams.
Yes.
Yeah. Boy, maybe you've actually cracked.
You might have taken the first step to bringing your down.
Well, let's put it this way. I want to make sure Kopish is in front of it. So if they say, "Wow, this happened. Where did it happen?" It happened on Kopish first.
Big up, bro.
No, bro, it's you. You brought us the information.
Trust me, I was just listening, thinking, "This is mad," you know.
Like I said, I've got it all on the spreadsheet. So if anyone wants to see the spreadsheet, I can send them on to them.
Yeah, please, if you can.
Yeah, bro, we'll be interested.
Put it in the chat, Callum, the email address, and I'll forward you the spreadsheet.
Yeah, no, please do, bro. I'm gonna send you the email address. No, because I actually want to look into that a bit more. Yeah, no, definitely.
Well, I've seen all your tactical boards, and I thought I've got to put it in on the spreadsheet.
Yeah. No, appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that, man.
But yeah,
I can see the emails just come out now. teamkopish@gmail.com, bro. Send it away, man.
Team Kopish. You put it in the chat because I can't.
Yeah, it's in the chat. It's in the chat.
Yeah, it's Team Kopish. gmail.com. Yeah.
Okay, I'll forward that on. Thank you.
No, appreciate that.
No, thank you. First time on the show, I believe, as well.
Definitely,
right?
Yes, it's the first time. Yes.
Well, it's actually down as Trevor Weaver. I just changed my name to the Stats Man.
Oh, you're Trevor
Weaver.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
I actually remember that name for real.
Bless you.
Yeah. It was. Oh, but one last second because I know I've got little minutes left. The reason why I think Salah's not signed is something I said to Drifty a while back with Allison. I think if they sign him now, they're going to pay him the higher wages, so they'll wait until January.
Yeah, and as I said to you, I think if that is the case, bro, then it just shows what our owners are like. They're actually just scrimping rather than just getting it done to make sure he's signed. I hate the idea of that. I really do.
Okay, that's me done. But I'll send you the spreadsheet now,
bro.
No, I appreciate it, man. Thank you, man.
Big up,
bye.
Coming on. Take care.
Take care, bro.
I can't remember who it was who was saying.
No, he put some serious.
We're gonna take you for down, people.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. That's a fight you might not want still. But
I've got Jamrock on my side, bro.
But yeah, with that whole Mo thing with the contract and that, yeah. I can't remember who it was, but somebody was telling me that they think we weren't making any signings because we were waiting for the end of the window because it was like a month or two of less wages we'd have to pay because like it would be obviously like down the line. I remember thinking, anyhow. So if they're doing it with demoting now, where they're trying to keep them on the lower wage, as just as long as they possibly can, man, it just says everything about the way we're moving, innit? Like it really does. Like,
Yeah, well, as I said, until I see that contract signed, I'm not getting excited about anything. Big Bucks, can you hear us? Oh, it still can't be Big Bucks.
Big Bucks, you there, bro?
I'm here.
I think he's having a...
I'm
Yeah,
here,
all
I
right,
know,
we
can
hear
hear you
you.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, you're very low though, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pardon?
You're quite low.
see
We
that?
can barely hear you.
All right, cool. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Cool. Can you read my name, please? In the brackets.
Yeah. Hashtag Big Bucks
Man's-
in brackets. Hashtag Saul out.
Guys, I've never seen a club make a loan signing and still get checked. How? This guy's Western Bakayoko, you know? He's actually Western Bakayoko. Like, oh my God. Bro, he can't do nothing right. He actually can't do nothing right, bro. Like, it's scary how bad this guy is. Like, 5-yard passes look hard for him. Like, what the hell? Nah, man. He's a disgrace, man. Oh, gosh.
I take it you're not happy with him then, no?
Of course I'm not happy, bro. Flipping hell. Well, I said, man, I got a headache. I said, God, man. This team, yeah, I said it after we drew to Man United. The title's done. People like to me, oh, stop being reactionary. But, fam, we don't have what it takes to compete with you, man, and City, bro. Guess what? Our longest win streak is under Tuchel. Guess.
5 games.
4 matches, bro. 4 matches. How's your longest win streak? 4 matches, and you want to win the league? Come on, man. We can't win more than 5 games in a row, and you want us to challenge for the title with City and Liverpool, who get 99 points every year. Sit down. We're not serious, man. Nah, I'm angry, bro. Nah, I'm angry, bro. Like, honestly, yeah, it's got to a point where when, like, you see the goal we scored yesterday, yeah, I never celebrated, bro. What am I celebrating? What, third place again? Nah, man, I can't celebrate, bro. Like last week, yeah, we beat Leeds, innit? A last minute penalty, yeah. Normally, I celebrate last minute winners. This time, I was like, oh, whatever, man. Like, you get me? Like, we struggled to beat Leeds, bro. Leeds. Oh my God, like, it's just so uninspiring, bro. But yeah, man, that's it for me, innit? Like,
Yeah. No, bro, you know what? Sometimes you just got to get off your chest, bro. So I'm glad you got to get off your chest. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I'm
love
over
those,
the
yeah.
moon.
No, big up yourself, though, bro. Big up, bro.
Okay, see.
See you later, bro. Big up.
Yeah, man.
It's kind of refreshing to hear a Chelsea fan being honest, though, because I must admit, Chelsea fans never like
I'll be honest.
they're never
No,
honest.
but Big Bucks is
We-
kind of
we-
honest with it, though.
yeah,
He's honest
Big
with it, though. I
Bucks,
think
we've got
he's
abs.
honest. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Abs. Yeah, Abs is honest for real.
I
Yeah.
think C1 for London, I think I'm saying their name right. Like we are quite fortunate that in our community here we've got Chelsea fans and they call it how they see it.
We got realists in there, innit?
Yeah. That's true.
4 games.
Do you know what I was quite surprised with you lot? Don't nobody shoot me for this year. But I'm just basing this off of the Premier League era. I was quite surprised that we got to 2,000 wins before Man United.
No, 2,000 goals. 2,000 goals.
No, it's 2,000 wins, wasn't it?
No, I'm pretty sure it's 2,000 goals.
Oh, was it goal? Or whatever it was.
No, I thought it was wins, you know.
I thought it was wins, you know, Cal. Whatever it was, I was quite surprised we got to it before, man. I know we had all the success back in the day and that, but I was quite surprised at that still. I was quite surprised.
I'm going to double check. I'm going to check on the LFC transfer room. They're pretty good with stuff like this. Let me see if I can find it.
It has to be win. Cal, if you think about it, we would have hit 2,000 goals years ago.
No, it's wins, bro. It's wins. It's top flight wins.
It's wins.
2,000 goals is a lot, you know.
Bro, it's top flight wins, bro.
But
Big up
come on,
Zane.
like,
Big up Zane. It's top flight wins,
ages
bro.
ago. Yeah, it's wins, bro.
Top flight wins, bro.
Is it wins? Am I in the mud? You man.
You're in the mud. It's just top flight wins.
No,
Yeah,
I'm in the
yeah,
mud. If I've got that one wrong, that's a big thing to get wrong. Still,
because you're the memory man. You're the stat man.
Yeah. That's not what I need to be doing. I don't need to be making mistakes like that, bro.
Yeah, no, it's wins. I was quite surprised we got there before Man U, considering their dominance over the Premier League era. So I was quite surprised at that, to be honest. It was actually kind of cool that we're the first team to get to 2,000 wins in English history.
Am I in the mud? It looks like it, you know. I'm in the mud, innit? I have to eat that one still.
Like I said, I know we were obviously dominant back in the day, but I was quite surprised that in top flight English football we got to 2,000 wins before Man U. I'm glad, but I was quite surprised at that. But yeah.
Yeah, so it's Liverpool at 2,000, Arsenal at 1,927.
That's what surprised me. Arsenal was ahead of Man U as well. That surprised me as well, bro.
Everton on 1,872. Man United on 1,857. And then Aston Villa on 1,675.
So Everton are above Man U as well, bro.
Everton used to be a good team, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I wouldn't have thought for long enough to be above Man U. Do you know what I mean? Like, 'cause remember, Man U in the Busby days were good as well, and they were the first team to win the European Cup out of all the English teams. Man U were good, you know. Like obviously, people only think of the Premier League era, but they were good before.
They had
that.
good seasons, but they weren't dominant like what Liverpool were, innit? Liverpool were dominant for a good little while.
I was just quite surprised still.
I'm happy with that either way. Brianna's caller in. Chainsaw DH, can you hear us?
Yep, I can hear you guys.
Yeah, loud and clear, like in the microphone.
Okay. With Cal, I just want to say, you're like a pirate because you keep jumping ships, just like I'm reading. And you're gonna do the same with Taki as well. Drifty's on the ship with Taki, but Matt and Cal keep jumping out and keep jumping back in whenever he scores or performs. So I think Cal's not in mud; he's in quicksand. So let's get that straight. Also, I mentioned before Liverpool having the best squad in the league. I think City have the best squad now, but Liverpool like second, above Chelsea. I already said that before. And with my Thiago comment saying he's overrated, well, he proved me wrong recently with his good performances. But I still want to see it more consistently for him to be considered at the level of hype that fans were putting him on. So Thiago's proving me wrong, and our squad is like up there. Also with Matt, Taki's got 7 Liverpool goals, and Naby's only got 10 Liverpool goals in his career. So, Matt, I don't understand your Naby hype. I mean, he's constantly injured, so I need that addressed with Matt. And I think Drifty's the only one who backs all the players. Which except for 13.
Tell him again, bro. Tell him again.
Exactly. Drift is the GOAT on this. And I think Matt and Cal...
He was calling for Mino Robert last year.
and he is Robert. He is basically Robert out of the front four. So...
No, I never said Robben. Robert. He refused to call...
Robert.
No, he refused to call Firmino Roberto. He said his name's Robert.
Only while he was playing in the number 9 role, bro.
But that explains why Jota keeps missing big chances. Firmino's influence is too strong in that squad. So yeah, again, you're in quicksand again. And Matt, I don't understand his Nico Williams hate. I just don't understand Matt's agendas on certain players. It's questionable, Matt, for me.
He can't defend himself at the moment because he's come out, but I'll talk for him. He just doesn't like Nico. I don't know why, but yeah.
All right, big up all 3 of you.
You called and grilled me and Matt and then said big up.
No, big up yourself, bro.
Bro.
He did a cow. He rushed you, but then he carried you back to the car, bro.
Cow was easy to rush, to be fair.
Yeah, you lot trying to get me recently. I see you lot.
No, big up though, bro.
No, bless you, bro. Cool. All right, look, I'm gonna be real with you, and this may come back to bite me. I don't see how. I'll be honest. I don't see the hype on Minamino. I don't get it. I really don't get it. If he wasn't playing at our club, I don't honestly think people would be like, yeah, this guy, we should really look at him. Again, let's be real, people, yeah? When they played us in the Champions League before we signed him, no one came out after that game was like, that Minamino's sick. People talk about Hwang, who's at Wolves now. They'll talk about Haaland.
No, I did.
No, you said he had a good game, but you weren't sitting there saying, yeah, we should sign him.
No, him and Wang. I said either one of them two, and I'd be actually happy with it. I did, bro. I did.
All right, fair enough. All right, but here's the thing, yeah. If Minamino didn't cost 7 mil, would we have been all right at the signing? Because that's my thing. I think because he was cheap, people are like, oh, yeah, no, that was sick business. But really and truly, what has he really done? What does he really do? What does he really do on a consistent basis? And if we're going to do the stats thing and talk about his goals, who have his 7 goals been against this season?
I'm not getting involved.
No. I'm asking. I'm
not getting involved, bro. I'm not getting involved.
Who have his 7 goals been against? And are we going to forget about what happened at Southampton last season? Before everyone says Southampton were rubbish, fair enough, they weren't great. Danny Ings didn't look terrible there. Minamino was getting benched. Wasn't that long ago? Minamino was playing against the Aston Villa under 18s and was getting
I think
up.
that's the game that got you the most annoyed is when he got pushed over by the in the under 18 game. I think that was the one that annoyed you the most.
No, it wasn't. Shall I tell you what it is? It's we as a fan base sometimes cling on to players because of their value or like. It's like if someone was to turn around and be like, Nat Phillips is rubbish, I can pull out receipts and be like, this is why he's not rubbish. I can look to consistency. I can look at game-changing things he's done. If I was to say to you right now, Drift, name me 3 top tacky performances, could you? No. No.
The 2 games in the cup this season, he was good.
Against who?
Yeah, but bro, I mean, we're being super disingenuous if we're not even going to give him that.
I'm not even being disingenuous. I'll be real with you. The games he played against Norwich and Preston, the Norwich game he was very good. The Preston game, he wasn't great. He scored a very good goal, but it wasn't great.
He did his job.
No, but again, we say that's his job, but we will sit here after a game where Jota scored a goal or Salah scored a goal, Mane scored a goal, and we say they scored a goal, but the performance could have been better.
I think he played kind of well in the game. I don't think it was just a goal.
But if he's as good as everyone's making out, saying he's technically great and he's this great, shouldn't he be absolutely destroying these teams? Because I saw Curtis Jones doing it in the Norwich game, for example. He looked head and shoulders above everyone on that pitch. That's what I want to be seeing from Taki. I think Tiquan. So you're right. AC Milan. I thought Taki had a very good game against AC, and I was over the moon when he scored against Arsenal as well. But I said this earlier when we did the members video, Drift. We've got 6 attackers at the club. No one can tell me that Taki is not the 6th best attacker at the club.
This is actually so ironic that we literally did the members video today.
And no one could tell me if Taki was playing central midfield, he wouldn't be the last option to be chosen.
Members, I was back in Taki, don't worry. Guys.
So again, I ask, if there's anyone in the squad that we can upgrade on, barring Nico, in my opinion, the next name that comes out is Taki. I'm just keeping 100 with everyone. Like, I'm just being as honest as I am from what I see. I'm not saying I'm right, or I'm the oracle, but I ask you guys. I've said everything I've said. Hit me with some rebuttals and say why I'm wrong, rather than just being emotional about it. Take emotion out. Tell me what he does so well. Because if I was to sit here and be like, I don't rate Jota, he just doesn't do it for me. You lot would be in the comments saying his movement's sick, his finishing's good, his heading's good, his take-ons are good, his dribbling's good. I'm asking, do the same for Taki. Sorry, prove me wrong. Tell me why I'm wrong. All right. So Jamrock, wait a minute. If you say we have some of the best attackers in the world, being 6th is not a bad thing. I'm confused. Okay, well, I'm going to ask you, can we improve on Taki Minamino? And let's be honest, we can quite easily as well. Can we improve on Jota? Maybe, but it's not going to be easy. Like, that's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Chainsaw says, Cal, I wanted to go for you like I did with Drifter Matt last time I came on. Taki needs to do better. Love you all equally. Drifty, my ship captains. You don't love us all equally, bro. You just said Drifty's your man. Love Chainsaw, love. All right, so this is my point here. Yes, we can, but no for 7 mil. So isn't the issue then with why are we looking at a player for 7 mil if he can't improve us? Wouldn't it be better to just keep the money?
Taki needs to run in the team before we can truly judge him like that, though. You do have to give a player a good 5, 6, 7, 8 games in a row before you can truly say whether he's. It's very difficult to just come in and out of a team and be impactful. It is.
So promo, I can't read out your super chat. It's hilarious, but I can't read it out because it could get us the money time. I can't read out. Look, again, nothing against Minamino. I think he'd be a very good player at a mid-table team. But I think we're better than that. We're an elite team.
You've annoyed little man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's a Taki fan.
He's a Taki man, I know. I hollered at him real quick. I was like, hey, go and bug your dad.
Shaq says Taki needs rhythm, guys. At least 4 games. Come on. And you know what? Maybe you're right, but don't you think Klopp would have given him some games if Klopp kind of saw something enough for him to get those games, guys?
I think there's certain times when Klopp's kind of like done kind of mad things like that it's kind of hard to judge. Even like the Simicast thing where he plays in very little and he's even proved himself and stuff. So I don't know. That was a difficult one. But
all right. So Hood Samurai says Taki seems like a great guy, but with Kyle Hayes, no, that wasn't one I was going to read out. Is 40-year-old Virgil says Taki better than most for less money or even 15. Better than no one at all. That's the point, Cal. Or better than no one at all. But I'm not being funny. When did we sign him? We signed him in January of 2020, right?
The year we won the league, yeah.
I don't know who else was available at the time, but when we bought him, the league, let's be honest, the league was pretty much over, right? And if I'm not mistaken, he barely played for us for the rest of that season, nor did he score a goal or register an assist, if I'm not mistaken.
If you think about it as well, though, he came in when we were already playing well. Then the league got shut down. Then he was at home, didn't really get to meet the team as much as he should have because of all the restrictions. Then last year was all over the place. Like it was the most unexplainable season ever. He hasn't really had an easy start to life at Liverpool,
I'm not saying he has, but again, we saw him at Southampton and he was getting...
Yeah, but again, that must have made him feel like a fish out of water. Like just randomly, all of a sudden, he's at Southampton when he's already struggling to settle in the country. Now he's just randomly at another team with a bunch of new teammates. I'm not going to lie, bro. He's had a bit of a rough time, since he's come to England, if I'm being honest.
Okay, so then I'll ask you guys, what's the best position for him in the team?
I think the more advanced
not his best position, the best position for him in
the
our
most
team.
Advanced of the 3 midfielders in our team is probably or as a support striker in the 2, like he plays with Origi in the cup games.
So if he was playing in the midfield 3, who would he start over in that advanced attacking midfield role?
No, but here's the thing. I don't think he should be a first team player in terms of if the best 11 are playing, he's playing. But I feel like he is good enough that if you're doing the rotation or if you're playing in an FA Cup or a League Cup or whatever, he's good enough to be in there. And it's not like we're crap and with him playing all of a sudden, like the quality's just so dramatically dropped. Do you get what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll have to see how Taki is.
I'm just saying, I like Taki. I think he's a great guy. But he's the player I'd be looking to upgrade on. No one can tell me Taki's better than Shaqiri. No one can tell me Taki's better than Shaqiri.
I get where you're coming from in terms of if you have to make a sacrifice within the squad, he makes the most sense as that sacrifice. I get that. I just feel like he gets a bit of a rough ride.
I think it's the opposite. I think he gets off scot-free.
No. People do kind of go for Taki still.
I personally don't think so.
Not vengefully or horribly, but they do go for him. I don't think he gets an easy ride.
Fair dues. Promo says, I always thought Hwang was the one we should have signed. In an ideal world, it would have been Haaland, but that was never a starter. Jamrock says, many on the panel wanted Marlon. We're peed we didn't get him. He went for 25 mil on current form. Where would he be in our department chart? Just think it's unfair. It was another reason I didn't want Marlon either, because for me, he hadn't proven anything. But yeah, many people did.
I would have taken Marlon.
Shaq says number 10 if we play that way. But yes, Cal, I agree. Taki does not fit the Klopp system, I feel. But I see a good player. I watched him play for Japan. He is good. Never once said he's rubbish. Never once said that. You'll never hear those words come out of my mouth. I'm just saying I don't think he's good enough for Liverpool.
Fair dues.
Do you think he is drift?
Yeah, I do think he's good enough for Liverpool. In the role he's playing for us at the moment, I think he's good enough.
What role is he playing for us?
A good squad member.
Fair enough. All right, our last caller for the evening, Nalante. Welcome.
Yes, I waited patiently, praying and hoping of this day will come. Hallelujah! Glory be to God. How you doing, guys? You all right?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you?
Yeah. You know what? Before we just get on to my points quickly, I just want to say, I forgot, was it one of the other callers, or was it Enzi, the one you said about, the player to be rushed is Mane?
Yeah, any.
Yeah. I'm thinking, boy, I'm like, dressed up a bit, like, what's going on? Like man's picking on Mane, and you know what it is? It's like, if Mane was a chick, he's trying to say that she used to be a prime Halle Berry, now Mane's gone down to a Cheryl Cole. That's just, oh my God, violation. Literally. But yeah, I'll just make my points. My first point is, in terms of Keir and Ox, I mean, would you both keep them for next season? Because I mean, let's be honest, I mean, apart from Keir's recent injury, I mean, they've both been relatively injury free, and to be honest, they've been playing some ball. And I think, I mean, all of us could agree that when they're both fit, they're both assets to our squad, and they bring different dimensions in our midfield that we need. My second point is about Emil Heskey, how underrated he was as a Liverpool player, and how would you rate him in terms of the strikers we got? Because the thing with Heskey, obviously, there was about, I think, 2 out the season he was banging goals, and then his play was more tailored to Owen. And I personally believe if Heskey had the all-round game that he had, plus the shooting boots of an Owen, or the deadliness of a Fowler, then he would have been, boy, the sky's the limit for him. And number 3, I've got a different question for you, man. So basically, I'm going to pick a sportsman, like a well-known sportsman. So who would you in our team? For you, Drift, first of all, who in our team would be the Floyd Mayweather of our team? And for you, Cal, who would be, in terms of UFC in our team, the John Jones of our team? And yeah, so that's all my questions.
Yeah. Pictogram.
You hit me with a hard one there. Still.
Well, listen,
what was the first comparison? Say again, bro.
Oh, sorry. The first one was in terms of the sporting aspect. Who in the boxing world would be the Floyd Mayweather of our team? And for Cal's one, is the UFC man. Who would be the John Jones of our team?
Your very first question. Your very first question, bro.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it's about Ox and Keir. Basically, what I was saying is, would you keep them on past next season?
Oh, okay.
We'll chop that
cool.
Yeah.
Nice one, man. It was a pleasure, bro.
Yeah, big yourself up again and again. Matt, my guy, just disappears again, man. Say no more. I'm disgusted. You know what I mean? But big yourself, man's up, and yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
speak
no,
in
love,
chat
bro.
anyway.
Big up, man.
Bless you,
Big
brother.
up.
Take care.
All right, you too.
Can I just
you
go
know-
first and rip off the band-aid for the Ox
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Cater
go
one?
to you, go to you.
Because I know I'm gonna just rattle people, but again, I'm being honest in just to myself and displaying it. I would personally cash in on Ox and Naby at the end of the season. I don't think they've proved trustworthy enough to be given a new contract, but you don't want to see them walk away from the club for free either. So I would cash in and try and get 2 players in to replace them.
I think only one should go, and I don't know which one it should be. I'd probably keep Naby if you really had to press me on it. But I think Ox is even kind of proving that possibly maybe he could keep himself fit enough to contribute. But yeah, maybe one of them. I don't think both. I think if we got rid of both, it would be quite difficult with our owners to make adequate replacements. But yeah, we'll see on that one.
Cool. If I had to pick between the two, Drift, I'm keeping Ox.
Fair dude. You think he's more capable of staying fit than Naby?
Yes, but also him being homegrown as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you do. You like yourself a homegrown player.
No,
still.
it's just I know how much homegrown players cost and how hard they are for us to come by. So unless we can replace him directly with a homegrown player, or we can bring in another homegrown player to fill in the position, then you kind of got to keep him.
I hear that.
I just want to clear something up really quickly. I knew I shouldn't have said what I said about Taki. I knew it was going to rattle. I should have kept my mouth shut. Heros Tos, I hope I've not mashed up your name. Rubbish and not good for Liverpool is not the same thing. Like I actually didn't think I'd have to explain that. I think that's quite a simple thing to understand, and I'll break it down like this. I think Patrick Bamford is a good player, but he's not good enough for Liverpool. I don't think he's rubbish. Do you see where I'm coming from, Drift?
Yeah. I get
the difference between rubbish and not being good enough for Liverpool. We are an elite team. Like, I think we need to stop playing this underdog role mentality. We're top 4 best teams in world football. Like, if we're top 4 best teams in world football, I want some of the best players in the world. And we have that. So I'm not going to settle for less than that. So when we're being linked, when we were being linked with Bamford, good player, but he's not Liverpool level. Like, I don't see why that's so hard to grasp. I want the best at Liverpool Football Club, and for me, that doesn't represent the best. So again, so we'll leave that there. Yeah. Never once called Taki rubbish. Never once said he's crap. Just giving you my honest opinion on it. If you were to ask me about another player in our team, for example, a goalkeeper who cost us the final, I would say I don't think he's a good footballer. Therefore, he's definitely not good enough for Liverpool. But I've never said that about Taki. So I don't mind you guys disagreeing with me, but let's not change what I'm saying. That's all I'll say. Your thoughts on Heskey Drift? Underrated, and should he have more respect?
I think he's definitely underrated in terms of his overall career. He's in the 100 club. It's very difficult to get into that club. I think a lot of people forget what Heskey was like at Leicester. He was so good at Leicester. Oh my days. And Nalante's right, man. I think when he came to Liverpool, it's really unfair how he was just told to be Owen's water boy, so to speak. And I mean, I know Owen was an absolute phenomenon, but Heskey could have still played his game. He didn't need to just be Owen's water boy. Do you get what I mean? I think injuries played a part in maybe his Liverpool career not being as good as it could be as well. He did get injured quite a bit when he was at Liverpool. And I think as he got older, maybe he himself might even admit this if we ever spoke to him one day and the conversation ever came up. I think his fitness with the injuries became a little bit of like he lost some of the attributes that made him so devastating when he was at Leicester. I think he was quicker when he was at Leicester. I think he felt more powerful at Leicester. And it might be the injuries that's why that happened when he came to Liverpool. Do you get what I mean? He wasn't as physically imposing and as quick as he was when he was at Leicester. But yeah, I rate Heskey, man. I do. I rate Heskey, man. Heskey, I definitely think Heskey is an underrated player. And I think he got top goal scorer in his first season at Liverpool, right?
I'm not sure
Like,
about that one.
Like 20-something goals. No, maybe not the league top goal scorer, but like he was like our top goal scorer by quite a way. Like I think he got like 20 goals or something in all competition or something like that. Like, yeah, I think Heskey was slept on a little bit.
I think Heskey is massively slept on. I think the reason he slept on is because he sacrificed himself for the team to allow Owen to get the best out of Owen, who was our best striker at the time. I think that's all it was. He was extremely selfless. He sacrificed his own game to improve the team, which is, as a footballer, is one of the most selfless things you can do. Don't see that often in the game. And Heskey did that, but not only did he do it for Liverpool, he did it for England as well. There was games Heskey was played on the left wing for England to make sure that other players could play their role and do their thing. Heskey was a very good footballer, but just had to play second fiddle to other players. Well, had to mainly to Michael Owen. But again, Michael Owen was one of the best in the world when Heskey was there, so can understand it. Third question. Drift, who is the Floyd Mayweather of Liverpool Football Club?
That's difficult, man.
This is current players, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to not make it like an actual comparison, as in like short and
Oh no,
like
no. I don't.
I'm
think
just trying
like
to think style. No, but like I see Mayweather, I just think about this little short guy, and it's like it's making that.
I
like,
don't think about a guy who punched everyone up before.
if you're talking about like impeccable defense, if you're talking about couldn't be worked out, kind of like a flawless technique, so to speak, really, if you think about it. Revolutionary. Nobody really fought like Mayweather. He kind of invented a style of boxing, so to speak.
He didn't invent it.
Well, perfected it then, should we say.
Yeah, we'll go through that one. Yeah.
Van Dijk, maybe?
Yeah, he's the one I'd go for.
Yeah, I'll go Van Dijk.
Unbeaten at Anfield as well with Liverpool in the Premier League. Similar record with boxing for Floyd. Yeah, for me, it's Virgil. I've got John Jones. Don't know where I go with this one because we ain't got any cheats in our team, in my opinion.
Pictograms.
I'm just going to go purely based on talent for John Jones. I'm going to try and forget about his personal stuff because, as I said, thankfully, touch wood, we haven't got anyone doing a madness in our squad. If it's talent and then also pulling off some amazing feats, might have to be Salah.
I know who I would say.
Who would you say?
Trent.
Good shout.
Champion from young.
Yeah, good shout.
Impeccable. Technique, flawless.
Yeah. So again, I'm just going to address this and going to move on. 40-year-old Virgil, you say I'm bare annoying, correcting everyone, can't be wrong. By all means, send in receipts. And again, you don't have to watch, bro. You genuinely don't have to watch. YouTube, there's billions of videos. You've obviously got to be in your bonnet because you disagree with my my analysis of certain players. That's fine. Best thing to do is articulate and prove me wrong. Simple as.
Couple people agreeing with me on the Trent thing still.
No, I've changed it now. I go Trent. That's a very good shout. It's a very good shout. Yeah, look, I said what I said on Taki. If I'm wrong, I'll be the first on here to hold my hands up and say I was wrong. But I know I won't get the same energy if I'm right, especially from yourself, 40-year-old Virgil. I probably won't hear you say anything, or you'll jump on and say, "Yeah, I told everyone." So,
I think Taki will be sacrificed. I think he will be. It'd be a shame he didn't get to fully fulfill his potential at Liverpool, but I think he will be the one sacrificed.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. But
Pardon me.
as I said, I say this all the time, and we all say this: Liverpool's our first love. It's not a player. We love players as well because they make the club who they are, but Liverpool's a priority, man. So I want us to win, and I want us to be serial winners. And if it means sacrificing someone to do it, I've said if it means sacrificing Bobby to get someone like Haaland, Bobby's got to go. And he's my favorite player.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I don't even. I'd check on you if Bobby left though. Still,
but Drift, I'm being real with you, bro. If you said to me, Cal, you get Haaland, but Bobby's got to go, brother, I'll kiss the mask and I'll be like, he's got to go. We've got to get Haaland.
20 in all comps, baby. 20 in all comps.
I'm a Liverpool fan at the end of the day. I love players. I love what they do for the club, but I want us to have the best players, and sometimes we've got to make sacrifices to make it happen, man. Got to be done. Jamrock says, Drifty Ciroc Pomegranate Special Edition. That's it.
I'll have to check it out, bro. I like pomegranate juice, so I can understand how that might taste nice still. Man, I'm have to check out the rhubarb and ginger gin as well. That is nice.
Tesco do a sick apple and mango juice.
I actually didn't even know Ciroc did a pomegranate. That must be new still.
Right. Well, Drift, anything you want to add before we go?
No, man. Big up everyone as always, man. We had some great callers, great questions. A couple people got some things off their chest. Yeah, man, I enjoyed it, man. It was good, man. I've got a worry that the Tottenham game's not going to go ahead. Like I do. I still have a worry. I know we did the preview earlier. I still got a worry that game's not going to go ahead. So I think we might not have a game this weekend, but you know.
I feel like it will. I hope it does anyway. Shaq says, big up guys, great show as always. Big up to yourself, Shaq.
Yeah, big up Shaq, man. There's always consistent with it. And the viewers review will be out after this as well, guys. So big up Shaq and everyone else who sent in.
And the members video as well. The members video for this week.
You're getting a lot today. So that means they're getting the viewers review today, they're getting the Friday night show, they've got the preview, they're getting the members video. That's a good day, man.
Yeah. Put it this way, if you didn't like what I said about Taki in this show, you ain't gonna like the members video.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie, guys. You're gonna
like it.
I tried to back it. So, and it's actually really ironic that we're talking about Taki in the members video, and then we come on, and then afterwards, and then Taki came up. Kind of mad.
Kall-in says, yes, lads, two of my favorite Kopish pundits. Hey, don't forget about Matt, bro. Said, don't mention anything to Matt. No, Matt's the team. Can't have the Kopish without the three of us. But big up you lot, man. Real talk. I'm a City fan, and big up Kopish. Love always. Big up to yourself, Kall-in.
Big up, man. I've always got that little bit of a soft spot for the rivals that watch us, because obviously we love everyone, but I know it's hard to like people who don't support the same team as you. So I always get that little bit of a soft spot for the rivals. So big up yourselves, man.
Indeed. Yeah, we'll hopefully be back on Sunday if the game is on. If it's not, then just keep an eye on social media and we'll give you updates on what we're going to be doing next. Much love to everyone who joined in the chat. Much love to everyone who's donated through Super Chat. Much love to the callers. And much love to all of you guys who always support, rock with us. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Love you all subscribers. And yes, until we see you again, hopefully on Sunday, fingers crossed. Have a brilliant weekend. Stay safe. Stay blessed. We are Kop-ish and we are out, people.
Peace.